Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. We are live. It is day 2 of the draft. I am one half of your host, Andrew Faubert, Le Foobs. And that is very, very happy Lions fan there on my left.
Yeah.
Mr. Alex Loosemore. How are we doing tonight, buddy?
We're doing well. That was another good pick. I'm sure we'll recap it right away here, but yeah, very happy with how we started.
Yes. So don't mind us, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be sharing the crap out of our show all across every platform so that we can get as many of you guys to join in on the fun. We're also going to post the link into the comment section here pretty darn soon.
Yeah.
Just wanted to get you guys updated on some stuff first. Which one of them being, we are now at the 44th pick. Dallas is up. We decided to run, a little bit later so that we hoped a little bit more of the fantasy football players were taken off the board. And as it stands right now, we have 2. So we will give a quick update and talk about some news and some trades that have happened here in the NFL world. So while we are doing that, ladies and gentlemen, we are sharing across everywhere. You can like, follow, and share these shows and plenty of other content that we put out on northsportsdynasty.com or across YouTube, Facebook, and all that kind of fun stuff. You can follow me at Andrew_Faubert. Alex, where can they find you?
Loosemore65 on Twitter, and then just Alex Loosemore on Facebook.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And we are, like I said, live across all these different platforms that I'm trying to post as fast as I can, even though this would be better to do halfway through the show. But then I wouldn't have anyone to talk to besides Alex. And Alex wouldn't have anybody to talk to besides me. And that's no fun for him after a while. So that's the way it is. So, Alex, talk a little bit about the Lions pick that you just got here, because you were pretty happy. We were going back and forth about who we thought it could be here. But before we talk about the Cowboys selection and other selections that have happened, talk about your Lions.
Yeah, so my dream pick there was Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, the linebacker from Notre Dame. I just thought he's one of those do-it-all gadget players, can basically be like a nickel linebacker. But one that kind of fell off my radar, and I'm very happy we picked him, is Levi, I believe, I'm trying to remember how to say his last name, Onwuzurike.
Have fun.
Defensive tackle from Washington. I'm just going to call him Big O, I think. Or Levi.
Smart.
One of the two. Really good fit for that 4-3 defense that we're trying to build. Really good at staying in his gap, taking on a body or two, can get after the passer, can stop the run, plug those holes. Really, really good pick. I love that we're going with the mentality, and I've been saying this for a couple months now when I was worried they were going to go receiver first. Especially when you're in as big of a rebuild as we are, you build from the inside out. You make sure your offensive line's good, your defensive line's good, and then you build the skill pieces around it. So I'm very happy with how we started.
Yes, and the Cowboys here have just picked a corner, Kelvin Joseph, which is actually kind of an underrated corner that was starting to climb up some boards here. I even started noticing him climb up some boards. I didn't get too much tape on him. Obviously, the Cowboys did, so good on them. Alex,
I still have an issue with this.
Alex has an issue with this.
How the hell is Asante Samuel Jr. still on the board?
So me and you talked about this yesterday. They're also showing the pieces of the puzzle as they got here, and
he's in young secondary. I'll give him that.
It's young, and it looks like it could be good. They just got to give it some time, like the Bucks. I get it.
Absolutely, yeah.
So no. The Asante Samuel, it's starting to look really awkward that we were so high on him and he's falling. Maybe it is something to do with the attitude that people just really have an issue with. So,
man, to me though, you want that swagger and that attitude at corner. Like the fact that if that's the reason he's dropping, somebody's about to get a baller here, and it might be Jacksonville.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Oh, they went Walker Little. Wow, good.
There
pick.
it is.
Good
there it is.
Freaking pick.
There it is. So they got their corner at 33, and they got their tackle at 45. That's the 6 foot, basically the 6'9" dude, in my opinion. But yeah, he's 6 foot, almost 8. Man,
That's a hell of a pick.
That's a great pick.
If you think about it, it was last year's draft. He could have gone in, and there was talks of him being a top 10 pick.
Yep.
And then he didn't play this year, and all of a sudden he magically drops to the second round.
Yeah,
that's
right into
great
Jacksonville's
value
lap.
pick for Jacksonville.
Right into their lap.
Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne got to be smiling here. They got to be excited.
Yeah, they've really come together, this Jacksonville Jaguars team. Like, I gotta. That was the other thing I was trying to find out. Do you remember? Was it May 12th? I think it's May 12th. That's the schedule day.
Yes, May 12th.
So May 12th. There we go. Schedule drop. So that's when, obviously, here we are going to be. Oh, pick is in. This has to be an offensive lineman as well.
Man, it better be.
This is got to be Samuel Cosme or something.
Look for Wyatt Davis.
Wyatt Davis.
If they want to play Riley Reef at right tackle, then you go Wyatt Davis here.
Yep. Yeah, look for just after May 12th. Actually, I have my phone. There we go. Have my phone. Let me check the calendar here because I know I have it all up online, but it's just a lot easier if I do it right here in my fingertips. Okay, so Saturday. Boom. So yeah, on the 15th, we will probably have some sort of talk on it, like quick little updates. And then on the 22nd, we are going to have our first season update preview show. Gives us a little bit of time instead of giving it only 3 days and trying to crunch it in for a show.
Yeah,
give it a week because I need time. I know.
Yeah.
Because work,
Trying to predict 32 teams in 17 game schedule.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay, so after the Bengals select here, we'll talk about the 2 players that are dynasty relevance right now.
Maybe 3 if they fuck this up.
Yeah, we're gonna go another wide receiver for Joe Burrow. Though I know if they don't get another offensive lineman, they could
go defense.
Pat Freiermuth or whatever his name is,
Freiermuth?
an interesting one.
Yeah.
As well. But I know they did get Thaddeus Moss, so.
Oh, they picked him up?
That's right. Yep, they did. Did. Yeah, he's a sneaker. He's a sneaker now for fantasy relevance because they do have 3 tight ends, but I do see that Uzmazar or whatever his name is being gone.
Uzoma, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the 2 looks like we're gonna get a little bit of time. So we'll talk about their pick after. So the 2 guys that have been picked right now for dynasty purposes that we can talk about are the Jets picking up a wide receiver, not a running back, a wide receiver in Elijah Moore, which is also a very good pick. But the running back, the third best running back on a lot of people's boards and on my board as well, has been traded up for by the Denver Broncos. So going into Elijah Moore first here for the Jets. So we know that they got Denzel Mims, who's a really, really great young talent. And they got Corey Davis, who they just paid a lot of money to basically be that other guy. Oh.
Interesting. That's not the tackle I would have taken, but
not exactly who I would have taken either. But it is a tackle.
At least they went offensive line. Man, Samuel Cosme is another one of those guys that's falling here.
Yes, he is. Elijah here may not necessarily be a slot receiver. This guy may end up coming in and being the number 2, and Corey Davis may end up being the slot receiver that they overpaid for.
To me, I like the fit of Moore in the slot. Him kind of like that idea we were saying with Kadarius Toney, being that gadget player out of the slot. I think that fits the exact same way because I think those 2 are pretty comparable. I actually like Elijah Moore better as a prospect in the slot just because of the willingness to go across the middle. And he's not timid. Like sometimes when Toney goes across the middle, he's timid, he drops the ball.
That's true.
Kind of worried about getting hit. Elijah Moore just goes for it and just runs right through the guy.
This is very true. it is another weapon for Zach Wilson. It does make him for on my board, my big board, my early rankings. That if we're talking about the draft, the rookie draft that inevitably is coming for a lot of people next weekend. That's when we're going to have ours. It'll be next Friday. Everybody's been put on notice. Everybody messaged me today and was like, crap, I'm not ready. Who's this and who's that? And I said, just give me your picks and I'll tell you. Nobody listened and it was okay.
And that's what I do with ours because I just threw it tomorrow. I just like, let's get it over with.
Yep. So as of right now, it's hard to tell, fully until we get some tape and we start finding out exactly who went who, where, and what scheme they got into for the fantasy. The number one person right now for sure is Najee Harris.
Yeah,
and straight up Najee. It's the one running back in the one open position of need. Like they do have Anthony McFarland and they have another guy that they like in there, and Benny Snell.
But they're not Najee Harris.
They're not Najee Harris. So, and if he doesn't, if he gets injured, that's the only thing that I really think is going to take him away from that starting role. But I traded for him already. I was talking to Alex and I didn't actually tell him what I did. So there's 3 dynasty leagues that I'm in. One is obviously the North Sports Dynasty League that both of us are in. He started up another one where we got individual defensive players, which give us another year or two, and we will start talking about them into the show. We just want to make sure that we obviously study it up properly and not screw you guys over, because we don't want to give you guys any screw over picks or anything like that. And then the other one I'm in is a little bit more of a money league, and it's of this other league that I was in when I first got here, and I got like no players. I do, but I got no bench players, and so today I had to come up with a decision of giving up my starting quarterback and one of my starting running backs and even one of my first round picks, or the latter of what I settled for was taking pick number 3 and pick number 11 and trading Matt Stafford. And I got pick number 1 and I got a 4th round pick. And the 4th round pick was funny because now I have 4th round pick 3, 4, 5, and 6, like all in a row. So that's my whole taxi squad right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is beautiful. So that was like, if we look at the trade value of both, it was Kyler Murray that I would have had to given up, more than likely Myles Gaskin, because I have Myles Gaskin and James Robinson, and of course the guy wasn't going to trade for James Robinson now that Travis Etienne is there, which I understood. And then on the other side of it, it was that 111 pick that I would have had to given up, which he probably would have gotten one of the quarterbacks as well, or if one of those wide receivers would have fallen. Because the way that I was looking at it this morning, based off of just what was available without Javonte or Elijah being drafted, there was certain value in the unknown, and if I had Melvin Gordon, if I had traded for Melvin Gordon today, I would be pissed right now.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a couple other where I'd be a little ticked off, but the big 3 are gone. But I'm telling you right now, like, a lot of people are probably saying there's no way that the Jets have any value now at running back or anything like that. On the contrary, there's a
lot of running backs.
Yeah, there is still a few. And depending on obviously which one falls or they take, the value.
There he goes.
There he goes. Time. And he goes to the Chargers. Oh, my God. Okay, pause for a second. Can we just slowly talk about how the Chargers are becoming a pretty scary freaking team right now?
Yeah, for sure, man. Like,
my goodness.
And the only reason they were at pick 13 last year or this year is because a lot of key guys got hurt. Bosa was in and out of the lineup. Derwin James is in and out of the lineup.
Yep.
Obviously, they were a little weak at corner. This definitely helps.
Yeah.
Man, especially Justin Herbert going into year 2 with that offense, getting Slater to finish off that offensive line. If Eckler can stay healthy and Mike Williams and Keenan Allen can stay healthy, oh my God. Like that.
Right.
That's a scary team, especially if Aaron Rodgers goes to the Broncos, like a lot of people are thinking. That's a fun division.
Man, I totally forgot Derwin James was in there too.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
Oh, because he hardly played. He's been injured
That's right.
so often.
Yeah, his injury. But I mean, damn. Like good pick on them.
Yeah, that's a great pick.
So going quickly back to what I was saying about the Jets, there's only a couple of running backs that would really like if they get Trey Sermon, I'm interested, but it's still probably you're looking at like 7 or 8 is where people would start looking at the say value in him, maybe higher just because they would probably give him the starting role day one. So people would probably want to grab him at like 6, 5, maybe. For me, the only running back, man, if Kenny Gainwell fell to the Jets, I'm trading up. I'm making damn sure that I got him in every damn league, and I don't care what anyone says.
To me, personally, for the Jets, I'm looking for more of a 3-down back.
No, I want Kenny Gainwell there.
Someone like Michael Carter or whatever, the other North Carolina running back.
Michael Carter.
Sherman, like you said. I like those two there.
Those would be nice. Kenny Gainwell would be better. There's another guy there. Khalil Herbert, not bad. Chuba would be a bit of a reach for them, but he would be very nice too.
Maybe at the top of round 3. Well, where's their round 3 pick? I don't even think. I think they're done for the night.
Hey, wait a second. Who, the Jets?
Yeah. They'd have to trade back in, but they're done.
They don't have any thirds?
No, they traded him to Minnesota to move up last night.
That's right. Okay.
Minnesota's got like 3 third-round picks.
So, yeah, maybe at the back of the third if there's a running back there. This is where if Kenny Gainwell went to the 49ers, I'm going to cry. Oh, man, that would just...
Man, look at the speed on that team then. Mostert and Gainwell.
That's what I mean. Like, all of a sudden, if Kenny Gainwell fell to them and they had... If you can put an Antonio Gibson-type player on the 49ers...
Yeah.
So, talk about running back here quick. So, Javonte Williams fell to Denver. Not exactly what everybody was thinking and wanted.
I don't think anyone was thinking that. I'm going to be blunt about it. I don't think anybody. My first thought as soon as they traded up was offensive liner to get another defensive player.
Yeah.
Like, for them to go up for a running back, to move up what? They moved up like 10 picks to get a running back?
Mm-hmm.
I'm shocked. To me, that was not a good pick.
Maybe they just wanted to make sure that Aaron Rodgers had everything he could want.
Yeah, but I mean, Melvin Gordon's still a good running back. Like,
true, but the one thing I did forget is he did have that one drinking and driving incident.
Yeah.
So maybe there is still something to that.
Aaron Banks, guard from Notre Dame.
What's this?
Wow. San Francisco took the guard from Notre Dame.
Man, their whole offensive line is just that now.
Yeah. Well, you think about it. Look at the offensive linemen that have come out from Notre Dame over the last, we'll go 10 years. So you've got Zach Martin, you've got Quentin Nelson, you've got Mike McGlinchey. Even in this draft, you've got Eichenberg and now Banks.
Yeah.
That's a whole starting offensive line. Not to mention Nick Martin on the Texans there. Like, you've got a whole starting offensive line in the NFL just out of Notre Dame the last 10 years. Like, shit's insane.
I thought maybe the Jets as well. I was looking at it. There was a BYU offensive lineman that's still around there as well. And I thought he was
Christensen, yeah.
Yeah.
My question, some of these guys that are following, I'm shocked with. How is Wyatt Davis from Ohio State still on the board? And that's coming from a Michigan fan.
He's probably going to be taken here pretty soon. Same with like Creed, Humphreys, and all that.
Man, look at like Arizona could use him here. The Giants, Washington.
Oh man, Arizona with Kenny Gainwell.
Oh.
I'm just gonna keep saying Kenny Gainwell.
Do they go running back here?
What's that?
Do they go running back here?
I mean, they only got James Conner for a year, and it's going to be funny that if some of these teams grab a running back today, and people see them, and they're going to be like, I should have made that trade with Fulbert today when he made it, because like I sent some like random trade. I was like, fine, I want Morstead just in case. I want what's his name on Arizona there?
Running back?
Yeah.
Edmonds?
No, the one they just got.
Connor,
yes. James Conner. I was trying to trade for them today, and people were like, no, Mr. Fulbert, it's not working. And I was like, you fuckers, like, come on. I know you want to let me bets, and you want to trades with me, but I guess not. So guys and ladies, as you can see at the bottom today, we also got some picks. So we went 3-2 yesterday on the 5. Out of the draft picks, I think I went 2-2. The JC Horn ones that I doubled down on, I hit. The Mac Jones ones that I doubled down on, I obviously did not hit. And I will not do that stupidity again.
Oh man, I just thought all these linebackers are falling.
Yep.
Could you imagine Arizona? No, they went David. Well, you got 3 linebackers on the field at least. Can you imagine a linebacking core of Owusu-Koramoah, David Collins, and Isaiah Simmons?
Listen, our friend in our group who is a Cardinals fan is already not happy that they picked that.
Really?
I'm trying to tell him, like, hey man, it's not that bad. It's bullshit.
Rondale Moore. Wow.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
Well, just give him every damn talent that you possibly can, ladies and gentlemen. Damn.
Oh my God.
That is a good one. Over 5.5. I called over 5. Oh, sick. Okay, so looking at these bets, which is hilarious. I went to go look at the I should have just looked at the screen. The bets at the bottom here, the Winnipeg and Montreal over 5.5. Literally looked at it, was at 4, and then I refreshed it and went to 5. So we need one more goal, and there's still what, 25, 26 minutes left in that game. That's probably going to be a dub right there. So let's finish up the Javonte Williams talk here. I think this basically means Melvin Gordon's gone.
Probably, I would say a year and then he's gone.
You think a year, eh?
Yeah, I do. Unless, I mean,
he could be cut. We'd have to double check and see if he could be cut at for no hit.
Yeah, it depends on what the cap hit is.
Yeah, if they like him enough.
Especially if they're going to try and make a push for Rodgers, they need all the cap they can get.
That's also looking like Rondale Moore here might be a running back. Like,
he's going to be one of those like Ty Montgomery kind of players. You can play him in the backfield. You can play him at receiver.
I can't. Like, they got way too much talent on the wide receiver that I could not justify picking up. Like, so out of my top 10 right now, I can't.
Oh, like for Dynasty, I'd look at it.
Okay, so just like early, right?
Yeah.
Would you rather? So just early predictions of what I got. Got Najee first, Kyle Pitts second, Travis Etienne third, Jamar Chase fourth, Jalen Waddle fifth, Devontae Smith sixth, Rashad Bateman seventh, Trey Lance eighth, Javonte Williams ninth, and Trevor Lawrence 10th. So would you take him over Trevor Lawrence?
Rondale Moore?
Yeah. Yeah, see, probably not.
It depends on what your roster's looking like. Because for me, the way I'm thinking about it right now is Rondale Moore sits for a year. Because you've got Hopkins, you've got AJ Green, who's old as hell, injury prone.
Yeah, so he's only on a 1-year deal.
Hopkins and Kirk are there, and they're your long-term guys. Mm-hmm. And then it's Green or Moore.
Yeah.
In that pass-heavy offense. Like, the route running, you can't tell me how many times. They're going to go 5 wide a lot. So you need a lot of receivers.
This is true, and there is going to be a lot of running that's just going to happen too.
Yeah, all those jet sweeps. He's another one of those gadget guys.
Yeah.
He can do it all. Jet sweeps, he could line up in the backfield. Him and Connor in those two-back sets. Like,
true. No. I mean, I give you that. So, I mean, looking at the board, like Kadarius Toney, just situation, puts him at the bottom for me because he's going to be the third to fourth option right now. I mean, like.
Now, would you rather have Moore or Toney?
Well, that's a good one because eventually Elijah Moore may just push out Corey Davis, whereas Kadarius Toney may still be looking as like the third option because of Sterling Shepard.
Now, what about Rondale Moore and Toney? So you're looking at third options in both.
I would probably take Toney. If it's first year, like if I just get him like first year and I had to keep him, I would probably take Kadarius Toney. But if it was in the future, like say after this year, and like AJ Green is gone, because it'd be Hopkins, Christian Kirk, and Rondale Moore essentially.
Yep.
And then on the other side, it would probably be the other thing. Yeah. Oh man, no, I would probably still take Kadarius Toney.
For me, it's Rondale Moore, no question.
Oh, sweet.
Look at the roster around them. You know Kyler Murray is going to be the quarterback. You don't know if next year Daniel Jones is your quarterback. You've got that assurance that you know who's throwing him the ball.
See, and yeah, that makes for interest, but that also makes like for that weird question mark that if like Daniel Jones isn't in there, if a new quarterback comes in and you can't get the ball because you're a rookie to your outside guys, it might lead for better dynasty production out of him in the slot.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Now, but that's also the other thing to be said on the other side, because Kyler and Christian Kirk's, they got good chemistry, but it needs to be developed a little bit more. Whereas I think with Moore, you might get a little bit more. Yeah, see, that's a tough one. That is a major tough one. So like I putting him under for me anyway. I'm putting him under Kadarius Toney. But this is way too early rankings for me as well. Like I might be looking at these rankings when I get right baked, which I might not be. I might be allegedly. Who knows? When I get baked later on, I'll be looking at this board being like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe. Like when I start looking at the rosters even after tomorrow when the 4th and 7th round are all done, because you don't even know who would be popping up in there either.
I think there's going to be a load of receivers end of third, early fourth.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Dynasty, you even got to be paying attention tomorrow. That's the other receiver we were forgetting when we were talking about the Giants, is Darius Slayton.
Thank you. Yeah, Darius Slayton. Him or Sterling Shepard have the concussion history, and it's not good.
I think it's Shepard, actually. Ojulari.
Oh.
Damn. That's a great pick. That's one of the steals of the draft so far.
Who did they? Okay, so they got Toney and then just him now, right?
Yep.
Man, they got SEC guys.
Hell of a draft for Dave Gettleman.
Not bad, Gettleman. Not bad. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I like him. I like him a lot. Who did I take here? Okay, so I got Portland winning tonight. Utah and Phoenix over there. Okay. And then I got an individual. Sorry, I'm just looking at some of these bets right now.
Oh, good.
Make sure everything.
Man, that's a good pass rush. You got Leonard Williams off one side and Ojulari off the other.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
That's gonna develop really nicely because I liked him. I was hoping the Bucks would get him, and he was falling.
I thought that late first round was his sweet spot. The fact that he's still here.
He was falling enough where I was thinking, like, you never know. Like the Bucks maybe with Pittsburgh or Seattle, maybe they could have, if he was falling that
moved
far.
Up, yeah.
So Sorry, give me 1 second there.
For me, Washington's got to run to the podium for one of these linebackers. That's literally their only weak spot on the defense.
Oh, Nick Bolton.
Nick Bolton, Owusu Koramoah. Like,
yeah, why is he falling to 50?
Which one, Bolton?
The other note, no, I mean, both of them, really. The Missouri kid, I kind of knew would be like a second round, maybe steal.
I thought so, too. There's a lot of linebackers left. There's a couple LSU guys.
Well, and it's funny because all the top-rated ones are the ones that are falling, and it's the late pro day ones that have actually kind of fallen into our laps here, or we're in the first round.
Man, to me, I think Owusu Koramoah is a really good fit for them. That's who I had in mock draft 3.0, I think.
Let's see. We got Johnny in the comment section. Johnny, we'll drop the link here in a little bit. We wanted to just let some of the players get going here, and then I'll drop the link to you.
They went Cosme.
Oh, smart.
Good.
Smart. I love Cosme.
Yes.
This is a Ron Rivera pick for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. Cleveland's got a bunch of people they can choose here, too.
And now Koramoah's still on the board.
Oh, man.
I see in that comment there.
Oh. No, Koramoah is still available.
Yeah.
Still available.
Damn, that's a good pick.
That is a very good pick. Like I said, I love this guy. I was hoping, so this was the first mock draft era. This is what I was kind of screaming at the podium, if you would say that if we're the Bucks, we should take him. And I understand everyone was like defense, and believe me, I got into it later.
Carolina moved down again. Cleveland moved up.
Oh, Cleveland wasn't there. Okay.
No. Cleveland moved up from 59. So Carolina had, what pick did they have? 38 or 39, and they dropped to 52 and again to 59. Good moving by Carolina.
Yeah, everybody's getting those third-round picks that are going to be interesting. Because you might get
everyone's falling. Like,
yeah, you might get some steal, like which we said would happen.
Yeah. Does Cleveland go one of these linebackers? Because their linebackers right now are awful.
That's what I'm saying. It's got to be. This is probably Koramoah or Koramoah or whatever however you say it.
I'm gonna start calling him Joker. J-O-K.
Where is Atlanta? I saw Kyle's comment.
Atlanta picks 68. They're at the top of the third round.
Oh, you'll probably see. That's where you'll probably find like a Kenny Gainwell or a Michael Carter or something like that. You see an injury? Who the hell is that?
Some guy doing Randy Savage cosplay.
You can't be going on stage sober as that guy is. The amount of cocaine that it would take to get Randy Savage on stage again.
I mean, a lot because he's dead.
Dude, I just watched an old clip. I think it was Jake the Snake versus Randy Savage. And he pulled out a cobra, and the cobra started biting Randy Savage.
I know. I know.
I was like, they would never, never, ever allow that shit to happen.
Oh, God, no. Yeah, like, I don't know what else Cleveland would really have to trade up for other than linebacker.
I think that's really their only need. I'm surprised they haven't traded Njoku yet either, because they got
Harrison Bryant and Austin Hooper.
And Bryant's been coming off pretty good, so.
Yeah, he started really well.
Can we just do the pick already, Randy Savage? I'm in love with cocaine.
Yeah, where's Goodell or whoever's calling their fucking pick?
See, it's funny. I think that's the belt that we're actually looking at getting for fantasy football.
Okay.
There was one I looked at because it's got a bunch of notches in it and stuff like that. And I was like, that would be dope.
Yeah.
That would be dope. They're just, oh, that's what I forgot. It's the Cleveland pick. So they're going to take their sweet ass time. Forgot about that. Roger Goodell just looks so unimpressed the more he does this.
He looks exhausted. Too. Like, he does not look like he wants to be there.
And I agree. Like there's certain things that, you know, he's not. I don't know. It's amazing that we're 52 picks in and there's only been 3 dynasty players. Like that is amazing.
And there's going to be a run in the 3rd round.
Like amazing to me.
There's not going to be anything left by the time we get to the 3rd round. So
no, by the time we get like, sorry,
we're probably going to see like 10 to 15 running backs, wide receivers go off the board, tight ends too, quarterbacks.
Man, how would you feel? I thought about this last night. There is some sort of connection between the Lions and this team that I'm about to bring up. And you do have one need. And I mean, you guys did end up getting Goff and picks. And I don't necessarily you would get and picks for this, but I think it'd be kind of dope if you guys were like, you know, we'll give 2 seconds to Atlanta and take Julio Jones for the next 2-3 years.
Oh,
like that.
I would love that, but at the same time, like,
you know,
what Julio? Owusu Koramoah.
Yeah, we were right. Yeah, there it is.
At the same time, though, like in this part of rebuild, 1, he's not going to want to come here.
No, definitely not.
And 2, I don't know that you give up the picks when there's so many needs on our team.
Well, one sec. They do need a wide receiver.
I wouldn't be shocked if both our 3rd round picks are receivers, to be honest.
Ooh, just get some young guys developed like a Chris Godwin and all that kind of stuff. That would be interesting.
Especially with all of them still on the board, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I turned. I'll go right back here.
Because I know during Senior Bowl and stuff, they were high on Nico Collins from Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge from Western Michigan. Oh, man, watching this highlight tape for...
Yeah, he is a good player. I don't understand how he fell this far.
That's a first-round talent at the end of the 2nd round. That's insane.
I'm just having medicine, people. It's all.
Oh, and another receiver that I'm shocked fell this far so far is Terrace Marshall Jr. from LSU.
Same.
He balled out this last year for LSU. And, I mean, the numbers didn't look great 2 years ago, but that's because he was the 3rd guy behind Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase. Like,
this is true.
Man, they're building a squad in Cleveland.
That they are. Like, dude, I'm not going to lie. The Chiefs are one thing.
The AFC's fun now because you got the Chiefs, you got the Bills, you got the Browns, the Broncos if they find their quarterback, the Chargers.
Harrison Smith comparison.
Yeah, because that's why I was saying, like, especially in the nickel and stuff, he's one of those linebackers you don't have to take off the field. He's almost like an in-the-box safety. It's kind of like Brian Urlacher coming into the draft.
This is
Newsome and Owusu Koramoah. That's a hell of a start for Cleveland. Man, if you're Indy right now, you got to be elated that all these offensive tackles are still there.
Tennessee took Farley here. Yeah, this has got to be another whatever edge fell to them.
I wouldn't be shocked if they go another corner, to be honest.
That too. To anybody who is watching, we have just dropped the StreamYard link in there. Come pop in, say hi, talk some Dynasty and Fantasy with us. I know there's a few Bucks people who have been licking their chops to come talk to you because they talk to me all the fucking time.
I just had a thought there. Oh yeah. Are they playing Jeffrey Simmons as a 3-tech, or are they playing him as an end?
With who?
The Titans, because they just got Bud Dupree.
Yeah.
And it's like, is the other pass rusher off the edge Simmons, or is he interior?
That's a good question.
So it's like, if he's on the edge, I think edge isn't a need for them anymore. Dupree.
If Dupree ends up being,
could also go right tackle because of Isaiah Wilson being out of the league now.
Yeah, that is true. All right, so we're gonna bring in the man himself, Mr. Johnny Dean. How are you doing, buddy?
How's it going, guys?
Not too bad. How about you?
Right, Dylan Radnans, North Dakota State.
Yeah, this kid was high on a lot of people's drafts, like around the Mach 1 era, or around the Mach 1 draft type of weeks and stuff like that. And a lot of people at the end of it started really talking about how he doesn't fit certain schemes and there's not too much tape on him. And, the only reason he's thought of highly is because of Trey Lance. And it just seems like a very Tennessee Titan offensive lineman pick here.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like this footwork. He needs some he needs some work with his hands done.
Vrabel will beat that out of him.
Oh
yeah. I see him as serviceable. Mid range.
Yeah, absolutely. For this range, that's a good pick.
If San Francisco hadn't been loaded with linemen already, I would have had him picked to go there.
Oh yeah, man! I still can't believe they
Bro, I'm telling you, man. Right now, it's starting to look like a spot where Tampa Bay could move up to get Bolton if somebody don't grab him real quick.
I saw that in the comments. That's a good idea.
See, that's what once and I would brought up to Alex there how awesome it was probably looking to the Bucks for a little bit there to think that they could get the 3 Washington defenders that played for a year, even for a little bit, all on the same squad for when the old guys start popping out. And then he goes to the Lions.
Yeah, I was very okay with that.
Yeah. The Lions have done well. I haven't seen anybody really bungle the draft yet. And that's what I've been looking for, is somebody to just do something stupid like the Jets usually do.
You mean the Saints?
Yeah, no.
I haven't actually seen that yet.
It's been pretty smooth so far. I mean, we've got 4 teams that haven't picked yet. You got Seattle, the Rams,
Texans,
Kansas City, and the Texans all coming right up here. So,
let's pray Kansas City does something stupid.
Right? I hope so. Go get another quarterback.
See, the Saints.
That would be great. That would be great if they drafted like Mond. You know what I mean?
Oh,
wow.
No, come on, man. That would
he's not going to see the field for 10 years. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
See, that's the thing, though, is I don't want Andy Reid to develop another dude from Texas A&M. No, thank you. Or wait, no, he's from Texas Tech. Sorry. So I just don't.
Mons A&M.
Mons A&M.
A&M.
Yeah.
Mahomes is Tech. Yeah.
That's what I meant. Yeah, I don't want him developing any more Texas school products. No more.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind because he's going to sit on the bench until that $500 million guy is gone.
Well, and by then the team's going to be a disaster, anyways.
Right.
See,
it's heading there now. I mean, I don't see who they're going to draft right now that's going to really improve their line.
Hold on, how many picks?
Maybe Mayfield at right tackle, but I think he's the pick for Indy here if they're smart.
There's nine picks until it falls to them. So basically, take the next
KC.
Yeah, so take the next
58. There's only 4 picks.
Oh, sorry, I did not see them right there either. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's the Orlando Brown trade.
So they don't need I wouldn't say they need offensive line, obviously, but
Kansas City? They need a right tackle. Who's their right tackle now?
What's the Canadians coming back?
He's a guard. Duvernay Tardif.
That's right.
He's a guard. You need a right tackle.
Andrew. You had a question the other day about the best Canadian in NFL, and you didn't even mention the guy from San Francisco, dude. The tight end.
I'm trying to blank on him. I know who you're talking about.
He's probably the best Canadian in football, hands down. I can't remember his name.
George Kittle?
No,
is it Kittle?
Kittle's not Canadian. There's Luke Wilson.
Oh, yeah, Wilson. Yeah. There you go. There
Wilson,
you go.
Yeah. Wilson. Yeah.
I was like, because we had him for a year. Yeah.
Yeah, when he played on Seattle, he was a very serviceable red zone tight end for sure. For sure.
To me,
it was him and Kittle. It was him and Kittle that started that whole tight end day thing, man.
Yeah. So
to me, I think Indy's only real big hole here is that left tackle spot.
Indy's a solid team, man.
Yeah, they really are.
See,
now if Wentz can not be Wentz from last year, that's another Super Bowl contender in the AFC.
Teams that are basically built like I would say right now, besides your normals that we're talking about, we're not talking like a Buffalo or your Tampa or your Kansas City or anything like that. Antoine Bethea.
He's going announcing.
Not my favorite corner that was in this, but serviceable as well. The three teams I see right now, like without even diving in too deep into like the stats and the players and stuff like that, because you can bring up like the Rams and the Chargers and this that, but the three teams that could really scare some people if they get a serviceable quarterback or if their own quarterback plays to the level that they probably could would be Cleveland, the Colts, and the Broncos for sure.
Right. They went defensive end, Dio.
Oh, Dio
Odeyingbo. Yeah.
I'm glad you said that.
Bingo. Man, he was.
They doubled up on pass rushers. You can never have too many pass rushers.
Well, I mean, look at their division. Like, if they know that if Deshaun Watson comes back and he stays, that they're going to have to get to him. And they're going to deal with Trevor for the rest of their lives now, too. So,
man, having a 3-man rotation there so far of Houston, Pay, and now Odeyingbo, that's a real good rotation.
And there was another dude that was on Twitter because someone made a comment or a tweet and about the Kwity Paye joining and the people that they got, and they forgot him, and he's like, bro, I'm gonna kick this league's ass for forgetting my name. And I'm like, yo, and then we just added this dude.
Yeah.
Since you got the big board right there, how many edge rushers are left?
Um,
I don't have those guys there, but I do have it on this one.
Well, I mean, there's only been Ojulari and Odeyingbo today, so there's got to be.
There were how many were gone from the first round? Though I think there was like 3.
Rousseau, Phillips, Pay.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Quincy Roche is one that's probably
that's another good one.
Steelers, stay away from my linebacker, buddy.
To me, if they're smart, they got to go offensive line. They have nobody.
They do. 3 or 4 honestly, of their guys. But look at what they picked first, Najee Harris. I understand it's Najee Harris, but come on, man. You're down 3 linemen.
If they're smart, they go Wyatt Davis here.
And a center.
Yeah.
Creed Humphrey.
Really should have addressed that center.
Creed Humphrey would be another really good pick.
Okay.
Right before Seattle, too.
Yeah. Rousseau's. Okay, so for edge rushers, Ronnie Perkins, Carlos Basham are still available. Joseph Asay.
Basham's still out there?
Basham and Osai are both 2 really good guys still on the board.
Rashad Weaver still available.
They went with a tight end. Pat Freeman. Pat Freeman.
Wow. I mean, Ben's not going to be able to throw to him because he's got no time.
Yeah, but the next quarterback, though, dude.
Is still not going to throw to him because he's got no time.
He's going to hand the ball off to Najee Harris. Najee Harris is going to pass the ball to
Najee Harris is going to get hit for a 4-yard loss after he hands it off because there's nowhere to block for him.
They got all these lateral guys in here, man.
So that's an interesting one because I was hoping that he would go to the Jags or a team that was kind of a weird sleeper like that, or even like the Washington football team.
Carolina at 59 would have been
Carolina. This is a
He's a physical tight end, though. I'll give him credit for taking a strong physical tight end who actually plays the position tight end, unlike Howard.
And he helps the offensive line there too.
Yes, he does.
Damn.
What offensive line?
Yeah,
that's their offensive lineman that they just drafted.
Yeah.
They just they have to call it a tight end so that he can technically catch it too.
They're going to do those formations where he actually plays tackle, but he's an eligible receiver.
I haven't seen him catch a lot downfield. I've seen him catch a lot of little short passes and stuff, and then make a lot of yak with it.
Yeah, that's for sure. One, I mean, they didn't really have to throw it down the field with him because they had Hamler the last couple of years and guys like that. So he was a lot more of their block for a little bit and then pop out on like a fade or 5 yard out, 5 yard in, curls. A lot of their mid route guys. Like he was 3rd and 4. We got to get the first down. Let's throw it to Pat. Like,
man, could you imagine if the Seahawks here went like Jamie Newman?
I don't really know what the Seahawks are going to do, man.
If they don't go offensive line, I want to see Russell Wilson's tweets.
Yeah, no doubt. Like Aaron Rodgers is going to retire at this point, so it's like, imagine what Russell's going to do.
They didn't take a first round pick this year, did they?
No,
they didn't have one. The Jets had it.
Yeah.
So if they don't go running back or offensive line, they're like just telling Wilson, go screw yourself.
Yeah, for real. Well, this is their only pick of the night.
Yeah, they did give I'm drawing a Carson. They gave Carson a 2-year extension.
But he can't stay healthy for a full 16 games. You need that number 2 back. Carlos Hyde's out of there.
They still got Rashad Penny.
Who can't stay healthy for more than 4 games a year.
Which is also very true. But yeah, like if they
What's that?
Kenny Gainwell would fit very nicely on the Seahawks.
That'd be that change of pace guy.
That would be. But no, this has to be an offensive lineman. It's got to be
Wyatt Davis, Creed Humphrey to me. It's got to be one of those two.
Yeah, they did get a guard. They got Gabe Jackson or whatever, but they do need another one because they only got
they need Sweezy. 3 more offensive linemen. They got Brown and Gabe Jackson line, and nobody else. Yeah, they got the left side of their line. They need the center and the right guard, right tackle.
All right, let's see who's Walker.
Who's left the running back? Because they need a running back bad. They keep preaching that.
Michael Carter for North Carolina.
Michael Carter's a good running back. Michael Carter's a great running back, actually.
Yeah, there's Gainwell. There's Trey Sermon.
Yep.
Who I really like. I really like Trey Sermon.
Dickerson. Quinn Miernes would be available for that.
Shut up. If he's there, I want him.
Oh, I agree. But I'm looking at the Wisconsin because like Seattle does draft a lot of those.
Oh man, I would be in such a cluster if I was Jason and Miners and Bolton were both there at the same time. I'd be like, oh no, hell no.
Yeah,
and I'd trade back and get an extra pick and take both of them.
Just for Seattle as well, they might go corner. They lost Shaq Griffin.
That's true. I'm checking right now to see who's available for corner.
They took all their time with this pick.
Yeah,
that's the first time I've seen that
down the wire.
They probably were just seeing if anybody wanted to trade.
Yeah, they're probably trying to get as many picks as they can, and nobody bid. So,
well, yeah, the 2022 picks are gold right now. It's hard to draft up and get those picks.
That's why we
draft back and get those picks.
I think Aaron Robinson is a cornerback that's still available out of UCF.
Yeah, UCF. Yeah,
and they like him. Tay Gowan is available there. Oh, Ifeatu Melemwamfu is still available out of Syracuse. Ifeatu Melemwamfu. Melemwamfu is still available.
His older brother was on the Cowboys.
That's what it was. Thank you.
Oh man, the Cowboys pick last night. They couldn't have picked a better cowboy pick.
Yeah.
They picked another freaking diva, dude.
Did you see the press conference today?
Dude.
No.
So they're doing the picture and everything after, and Micah Parsons has a 3-year-old kid.
Yeah.
So he is.
so Jerry Jones picks up the kid and he's like cradling him, kisses him on the forehead. Like, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like,
It's probably the first time Micah Parsons has seen his kid in a while. He keeps hanging out in Pittsburgh, man, and staying in the clubs all the time. All he is in trouble constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, who is this going to be? Because the Rams are right after.
Dwayne Eskridge.
Wow.
Nice.
They went wide receiver.
Again, he's not going to have time to throw him the fucking ball. I mean, Russell Wilson does just run around until somebody's open. So
it's a damn good receiver to have, though.
That is a really him as your third best receiver.
2 passes and then his quarterback's crushed back there.
Yeah. I mean, we have been saying that for years, and he's somehow managed to get through the season. So
he keeps saying it himself. Yeah, I'm barely getting through the season. He was.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Last year, man.
Yep.
Now, is this also a potential build for the next quarterback?
Is this going to be protection for Stafford?
It could be. I'm just trying to think what other needs they really have.
The Rams?
Yeah.
They've got some holes, but they're pretty solid.
They do. They could use a couple more defensive backs. They lost a safety in a corner, John Johnson and Troy Hill.
Is Tavon Moorrig still there?
No, he went to the Raiders.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
What was 43? By the way, that was a really good pick by them after a horrible first-round pick.
Oh yeah, who did they take again?
They took Leatherwood.
Leatherwood, yeah.
Yeah, I like that pick.
You like it? It was a little. There was a couple of picks like around, like what was it? It's Arizona's, Vegas's, and what was that other? I think Washington football teams. That was that area where I was like, this is going to get a little sloppy on some picks, just because there's going to be no teams for those guys to trade back with, where they're still going to be able to get their players. So, Harry Berg. From the Bucks Report, they're also doing a live draft. They're also doing a live draft party from the bar.
How's Harry liking those Bears picks?
Oh yeah, he's the Bears fan, right?
They're out of it now. I mean, they just traded up. They traded up, and I don't think they have any more picks left in this draft.
What a great pick, though, because
they've got like not to like the 5th round.
Fifth round?
Yeah,
because now you got your franchise quarterback. Whether we believe it to be or not.
For him.
And now, you got the nasty. They basically got Ali Marpet, Ryan Jensen, and Alex Kappa nastiness rounded into a tackle. And I was like, oh, you're so lucky.
Yeah, that was a hell of a pick. I hate that they're having such a good draft.
What's that?
There's been a couple of
such a good draft. Oh, sorry, I didn't know which one you
was. Sorry, go ahead, Johnny.
I just didn't know who. I don't know what I was saying. I just lost it, dude.
Sorry about that.
Good.
Must be the gummies, dude.
Oh, yeah. So they got Lost Brockers. I don't think they go for a defensive.
Brockers was also to us.
Let's see. They got Troy Hill, Austin Blythe. They went defense, offense.
It's DB or offensive line for them.
Yeah.
Maybe they get a speedster for Stafford to throw to.
Well, what edge rushers are still left out there because they might want somebody to mirror.
Basham was still there.
Perkins.
Give me a second.
Basham would be a fun one.
Give me a second here.
They're gonna do that.
Basham, Perkins, Osai. Oh, I bet you that's
Osai?
the pick.
That could be. To me, I'm gonna go Humphrey.
That would be a good one.
I'm going to go Creed Humphrey.
Cameron Sample also has been climbing a bunch of people's boards, and I know that Joshua Cole Allen likes him, so that could be another one. If we're just talking edge rushers. I still can't believe the Saints went and grabbed the fucking Peyton I'm like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah. Well, there's so many edge rushers on the board. Like,
Andrew, it's getting too close, man. Come on.
I know, right?
It's starting to look how I was.
Somebody's going to snatch Nick Bolton right now, I bet.
I mean, the Rams linebackers are kind of weak. It could be.
They are. I know. That's what I've been.
No.
I'm sitting here. I'm sweating that, man, bad.
Here's the
No.
thing, because you know for a fact that Tampa's not going to be able to trade up now with Kansas City, Carolina, New Orleans, right? Because I bet you
no.
any money Nick Bolton is going to be taken by either Kansas City or New Orleans, because I've had Bolton fall into New Orleans a few times now.
Just
I don't
Carolina.
know. KC and the Ravens have made trades, and look at the Dallas and
Philly.
Washington.
That is
Philly
a
trade
very
last night.
that is a good one. If you would have told me that Dallas and Philly were making a first round pick,
There's no way.
no
They happened.
fucking way.
Yeah. Bolton would be a good fit in Carolina too.
Hush.
This is what you get for Andrew saying Mac Jones for me yesterday.
Oh man, yeah.
That was not good.
I was like, there is no way that they do.
Like, I swear to
Mac
fuck.
Jones went to the only place that he could go to, man.
Yes,
That's how I felt too. Like,
he could have maybe had success in Washington, but like maybe. But if we're talking like to get the real,
I don't think he's a Ron Rivera guy though. Oh, they went Tutu Atwell.
They
There's
went. Oh my god. Okay, this is a problem,
That's another
Oh,
good
man.
dynasty guy.
dude. This is a huge.
Man. Yeah, that's that Hollywood Brown type guy.
This is your Darren Sproles, Deshaun Jackson. Like he's so fast, he's so small, and Stafford's gonna be like Woods.
Hakeem
No?
Grant's a good comparison too.
Stafford's going to enjoy these weapons, man.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Who got Stafford in our league? I might be hitting them up.
I was gonna say, yeah, it might be.
You don't have him?
No, he got picked before I could get him.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I had Josh Allen and I was sitting there waiting on another quarterback. Oh, my dad got him. Yeah, good fucking luck with that.
See,
I might
the
see about
North in the North Sports Dynasty League, like when we first started this one, a bunch of people grabbed a few Buccaneers players right off the bat, thinking, "Oh, Andrew will trade everything to get these Buccaneer players." It's like you guys do not know me at all when it comes to fantasy football.
Yeah.
I was like, I will possibly go after like Chris Godwin or Mike Evans, but I'm not going to overpay for it. And I ended up getting the Chris Godwin in that Dalvin Cook trade that was like a huge package anyway. And then I switched him for even more picks. And now I got 3, 4, and 5. So it's like, yeah, call me a
That
mastermind.
division just got that's crazy over there, man.
That's an insane quarterback group. That's for damn sure.
There's 2 divisions that I don't want to play in. That division and the one that the Chiefs play in. That's the AFC South
AFC West.
or West.
It's the AFC and NFC West are two god-awful divisions to play in.
I do not want to play the AFC West.
As a player, you'd love to play in the AFC North division because that's it, man, right there.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
for real.
You get like that's the thing. If let's just assume in a fantasy world right now that Aaron Rodgers does get traded to the Denver Broncos and they don't have to give up any starting rotation players right now. They literally get to keep everything and it's all future draft picks that they gave up. Maybe Drew Lock. We'll say Drew Lock goes there.
You must have read my comment down there.
I didn't, or you're from earlier there. Yeah. Because they were talking about that last night too. And then once the 9th pick was taken, every time a team that was like, even at the Raiders at 17, I was like, all of your leverage that you could possibly have is now gone, Green Bay. Like Rodgers is going to retire or you're going to have to trade him. And they're like,
They're going to get anything this year.
Dude, and even if Deshaun Watson was completely innocent, there is no way he would give up his no trade clause to go play in Green Bay.
No.
There's no way. And then the other side of it, do you really think Seattle and Green Bay would want to make a deal like that? I understand Russell Wilson would possibly be okay with playing in Green Bay because they do have an okay offensive line and the culture there, but there's no way that those people would make trades with each other.
I don't know. And like, if you've been somewhere like Seattle and that, you want to go somewhere, one of these teams that's ready to win now with a good defense, too.
Yep.
Looking at somewhere, like, I don't know if Miami would do it anymore, but Miami would be the dream spot. Like,
no. Rodgers in Miami would be
oh.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. Rodgers in Atlanta right now would really piss me off.
Oh man, they took Bolton.
They did, yeah.
Oh.
See, and I knew it. I knew it. They're just best on the board.
There goes our Hardy Nickerson.
This case, so if we're looking at Bucks players, Bucks possible players now, I'm pretty sure Ronnie Perkins would be one we would consider. Bring in or Joseph Asai.
Didn't you guys just go edge though?
Yeah, but why the hell not?
But I mean, like, my thought is, why not get depth at other spots?
No. You know what won us the Super Bowl? Not letting anybody throw the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
You know what's going to win us?
But you know what else plays into that is pass coverage.
We have pass coverage.
Yeah, but get depth at pass coverage. You're telling me you paid everyone else
pick up
to be
another
able to pay all
secondary.
these young corners?
We can pick up another secondary. I wouldn't be opposed to it, but we don't need another secondary. Secondary.
Okay, hold on.
I mean, you guys don't need anything.
No.
Yeah. Like,
if we're just talking best available right now, like just randomly, I'll say Osai. I'm just gonna write it down. I think it wasn't.
I mean, if we'd have took Bolton, honestly, he would have sat behind Levante David until Levante David retired, and then stepped right in, and then been our next Levante David. You know.
Okay, so because this will be a good one for Johnny here in a second, and myself, because we are the Bucks fans, and I just want to, and because me and him both agree that it should be depth in the trenches that we do get.
Yep.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Walker Little is gone, right?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
If we need somebody, if there's an actual need, it's going to be at center because we've only got one center. There's nobody behind Jansen.
Creed Humphrey's still there.
Yeah.
Okay,
or
so hold on.
Miners plays center.
Yeah, that's also true.
Okay, so I got three for three. I'll call it right now there, Johnny. So out of the three, the two positions that we would, as Buccaneers, say that we need right now, or need is a very light statement.
Yeah.
So if we had the choice at pick 64, and these three guys are still there, what would you rather have? So we'll say on the offensive line side, you got Miernez, Wyatt Davis, and Creed Humphreys, and then on the edge side, you got Joseph Osai, Ronnie Perkins, and Carlos Basham. Which one of those guys would you rather have?
I can't get past the Miernez thing, man. He calls himself Miners, so why don't you call him Miners? That's what I'm doing.
Is it what that is? That's what
he
Miners?
says Miners himself. So
okay, so yeah, Miners then, and I'm assuming that's your pick then.
Give me. You said Basham though, man. I can't understand why he's still here.
Yeah,
for real. Like.
And that's the thing is like because we know the Bucks aren't going to trade up and with like say Jacksonville to take pick 65 just so they can have both of them. Like we're only going to take one of them. The question is, like and that's the thing is we did take an edge, so you would assume we would probably go the offensive side, but there is the assumption that we did end up getting an Alex Kappa who played almost in the same division as Miners, right? Miners.
They played the same team.
Yep. And he was there at pick number 99. So
they're in contact with each other.
Right? So I mean, if I was a betting man, I would say Miners right now for sure. What is Bucks Report talking about it right now? Or were they talking about it?
I can tell you that real quick.
Yeah, what are they if they are what are they saying? Because actually, I could probably pop up on my Facebook here too. I should probably get them streaming live too. Because we were going to try, but I know Rick's had a hell of a time just keeping everything together. We weren't going to try and add a StreamYard swap into there too, just to see. So,
Yeah.
I think they're basically just talking about Tutu right now still.
Oh man, he's so good. He's so
That's
good.
a hell of a pick there.
Okay. So if I had to put Tutu, Jesus,
JCA spewing out in the drafts. I mean, if you're following him earlier at all, he's getting the picks way ahead of NFL Network, and he's just spewing them out. So he's like 4 picks ahead of the network. Right now.
that's like we have an app here in Canada called the Sleeper app. It's basically a fantasy football app, and all of the insiders were basically told they can't. So that was basically grounds for all the fantasy football apps to just be like, oh, we'll drop all the picks because we have our insiders in the buildings too. So that's basically how he's getting his. That's how we were getting ours last night too. So though at the same time, that's not taking any credit away from the job that Joshua Cole Allen does. He does a fantastic job.
So how bad is Carolina going to screw us up here?
Okay, here's the thing. They took JC Horn, and he is going to be an absolute problem in our division.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, imagine having another Desmond Trufant to deal with.
Right.
Imagine having another Marshawn Lattimore. Like, it's a pain in my ass that Carolina's defense is going to be like this good in a couple of years. And I like them.
We have AB, so
yes, we do have intangibles. It is gonna suck. We need to make sure. Like I understand.
That's a good pick.
They took Terrace Marshall. That could be a problem.
That he knows exactly what I'm talking. Alex knows exactly.
They're trying to get their Mike Evans there now.
Yep. Damn it. Damn.
Yeah, that's a hell of a pick. The fact that he was still there.
Okay, so he's the last offensive, say, dynasty player to come off the board since Tutu, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So
I mean, there was only Tutu, then Bolton, and then.
Okay, that's what. Okay, I was just making sure. So Terrence
Eskridge was also there.
They did this, dude. Yeah. They made sure. I'm going to tell you right now. This was to make sure New Orleans did not get him. Because that is exactly what I had. Well, I had Asante Samuel there, but I had him there before. Terrence Marshall being at New Orleans. And and that's who picks next. And I bet you any money that's who they were going to grab.
You know how you can tell? If they use up all their clock?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because now they're going to have to scramble and say, well, who do we take next? Blah, blah, blah.
Well, and see, here's the thing. If he was your guy, are you looking at another wide receiver? Are you looking at a potential quarterback? Are you looking at I mean, there's not really a lot of holes on that team.
They'll go around the room and like if the linebackers coach has somebody in saying we got to have this guy, then that's what they'll do.
Another one to look at. I know
was quick. That was quick. Pick is already in.
Yeah, I know they have Troutman. Do they look at someone like Brevin Jordan, Hunter Long, like another tight end?
No, I bet you they're gonna go with Troutman, and if they can get one of those like Hunter Long or the guy who starts with a Y from Ole Miss, there,
they're going to go for whatever they think they can attack against the Bucs right now.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Whatever will make Taysom Hill happy.
They might go linebackers because they need a linebacker that can handle our tight ends.
There's a lot of linebackers left.
Jamie Newman, like if I see Jamie Newman's pick or name come up as a new,
I was thinking Trask.
Oh, Trask is.
I would love it if they pick a quarterback. I'm going to explode, man, because
none of the quarterbacks have been taken.
That's right.
You know that means that bye, Jameis. Been nice knowing you.
Yeah. Yeah, this pick here tells you how they really feel about Winston and Hill.
Yep. Well, I know they love Hill. They gave him way too much money.
Oh, absolutely. Way too much money.
That GM was that Goodell did not want to go near that dancing woman.
Yeah.
Listen, bitch.
Yeah, keep that stuff over next to you. We don't need chlamydia up here.
Nice. That's a good pick. That's a good one. That is a good one.
I knew they was going to go linebacker.
They look upset. I bet you any money. They upset. They wanted Terrace Marshall. They're like, fuck it, I'm going home.
To me, if you want a linebacker, I'm surprised they didn't go the guy in their own backyard, Jabril Cox from LSU.
How tall is Cox?
6'1".
Yeah, it was like he's a decent size and he's quick.
This guy's 6'2".
Yeah, okay, maybe they did want that size.
See, to me, Werner though isn't really a coverage guy. He's more of a run stuffer.
Oh, please.
Well, they got to face Leonard Fournette and our tight ends.
What's that?
To me, Werner's gonna if Werner's your guy to cover tight ends, he's gonna struggle against Fournette and Rojo. That's a decent pick, but
I wouldn't even say that Rojo's going to be there, man.
You know who this guy reminds me of that they got is I'm trying to think of his name. He was the white middle linebacker for the Jags for a while there.
Puslesny.
Thank you.
Yeah.
A little bit slower version of Puslowski. Yeah. He'll be able to cover within the 5-9 yard range, but after that, he is going to struggle.
Yeah.
Who are the Bills picking to beat? The Patriots, or are they picking against the Chiefs right now?
The Chiefs. I don't think they're scared of the Patriots anymore.
They should be.
Kenny.
To me, if Cam Newton's still playing, they shouldn't be scared. But once they can build around Mac Jones, then I think they're good. But to me, Newton doesn't scare me at all. The Saints have, and I think the Buccaneers also have a system that's kind of quarterback proof right now. Yeah,
you can throw anybody at quarterback and just tell them to manage the game, and you can win games like that, like the Patriots used to do when they had Matt Castle in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I just don't know if Newton can be that manager for you anymore.
No, but if they can slow him down and tell him to hand the ball off and throw these little short out passes and stuff, Patriots are dangerous.
You're absolutely right, and I think they'll probably make the playoffs again this year. I just think
they'll be close. I think they'll be close. I think we got to see this, like the whole schedule breakdown, because it all depends on the weeks to weeks thing too. Because they last year,
Miami and the Patriots and the Bills. That's going to be a battle right there. And I think Miami was better than their draft pick was by long shot.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
And that's the reason I think that the Patriots overspent, but they had to go and spend all this money. It's because, guys, we're not just going up against the Bills anymore. We're going up against the Dolphins, who are ready and missed the playoffs. They were 10-6 and missed the playoffs.
Yeah,
right.
And then we got whether they want to admit it or not, they don't know what they're getting in the Jets long term yet. So Robert Saleh may just be like, you know what? Even if we are losing 33-3. I want to keep running it down their defense's throat, and I want them to hurt. And their defense is going to get pissed. That's the type of person Robert Saleh is, and I'm ready for that.
Yeah.
Like the Lions coach.
Oh, man.
I want to bite their knees off.
Johnny can contest it. I've defended your Lions respectively as much as I could and said, whatever they get, they'll be happy. But I said that you would be very happy if they got Penei Sewell. And
that was the guy I wanted.
Really?
It was to me. It was Sewell or Slater or a trade back.
Yeah, but the difference between Penei Sewell and Slater, to me, Slater edged out Sewell just because of his versatility, man. And he's a beast at all those positions he plays at. He's not just, I can play here and I can play here, but he's a beast at each one of those. He's a beast at center, tackle, and guard.
You're absolutely right.
And that's the reason why I think the Jets. Man, I cannot wait to pop on Jacob Charnel's show and talk about that Elijah Vera Tucker, because when me, him, and Josh did the mock draft there, he was so pissed that he thought Elijah was already taken. And then when I took him, he was like, what do you mean? What is this? And he was just so upset with himself that he didn't get it. And then the fact that he saw that trade and that they got him, I was like, oh, buddy, he's probably just so happy right now.
I bet. Yeah. Yeah. He's having wet dreams.
Yeah. and you listen, for a fact that he's a smart enough kid where he's like, I'm going into next season. I know it's going to still be a rebuild. We're not going to be a playoff team in our first year. But he understands that certain games against certain teams he's going to be able to play pretty well against. And those are the games that he's ready for, whether they win or lose. He just wants to see the development that's going to be.
Yeah.
I don't want to pump his head up too much, but I believe he got the best quarterback in this draft. I am not Trevor Lawrence.
I know.
Trevor Lawrence is a good quarterback, but a generational quarterback? No. He's a 6'6" quarterback.
Oh, God
damn. Man, come on, dude.
Russo and Basham.
You're killing me.
And Epinesa.
And Oliver.
And Ed Oliver.
Oh, my God.
The Bills. Oh, my God.
It's going to be Quinn Miners.
I think I do. Oh, well, no. Green Bay. Green Bay needs a center.
Oh, Jesus. Why you got to do this to me, man?
Creed Humphrey is still there. They could fight on Creed Humphrey.
No. Wait a minute. Green Bay needs a center, and Aaron Rodgers, and they're not letting Aaron Rodgers go, so they're not going to draft a center.
But that means Jordan Love will need a center.
Right.
And they'll get it next year.
I can't believe that Aaron
Rodgers.
Wow. Yeah, Carlos Basham falling there is like, hello.
Sitting here thinking, like, a week or two ago, I was just thinking about kind of predicting the season going ahead. I had a hard time not putting the Bills in the Super Bowl. And this just helps that. Like,
yeah.
God damn.
The Chiefs are going to have an issue with the Browns and the Bills right off the bat. Like, if those were the two teams.
Bills, Colts.
Yep.
Dolphins.
I still think and this is just me. It took 2 or 3 years for Carson Wentz to develop in that system. I think he'll be what Phillip Rivers did, like say 10-7, 11-6 next year. But I think he'll get around there, beat up on a couple of these teams, lose a couple of close ones. You'll get to the playoffs, maybe lose in the first round. But I think that second year is when he's finally going to be like, all right, I'm with Michael Pittman and I got these guys.
But like we said with like Newton and them, he's got an insanely strong running game. He doesn't have to throw 30, 40 times a game. He can throw the 10 to 15 play action.
Yep.
And you can just pound it down people's throats. And that's how you beat teams like the Chiefs.
Yeah.
You keep Mahomes off the field.
And if you let Jonathan Taylor develop into the running back that he could be with Marlon Mack and Jordan Wilkins there,
Hines.
And Hines. One of those guys I think they didn't bring. I think it's Wilkins.
Yeah, well,
maybe they do have all four.
I don't think so.
Josh Myers, center.
Oh, that's not a bad pick.
That's funny because I think that goes back to mock draft 1 that I had him there.
Yeah, I like Ohio State's. Anybody out of the North, I like their line.
Yeah, no, they had a good like. Actually, it's funny, hey Johnny, because me and you were talking about it on one of the shows there, one of the threads about the percentage, like what we do for the show and stuff like that. And it was funny. So Alex got 8 out of 32, and I got 7. So we both technically hit over the average. And then I even wrote a tweet about what it technically what you would have to hit for say percentages to be declared something.
And you're tied then right now.
Is that what so you got 7 in the first round, correct?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. So the one thing, like
first 3 were easy though, man. That's giveaways. You know what I mean?
And a lot of people screwed up on the Mac Jones one. And I even thought about it because we gave ourselves, we gave ourselves a time limit. We said, listen, this is when we'll make the pick and this, that, and everything else. And when I woke up the morning and I started listening to the Pat McAfee show, and once he started saying that stuff, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go with Pat on this one if he's that deep into it. And then there was other people that were popping up on his show and their eyes were going wide like, Pat, what the fuck do you know? And I'm like, all right, I think this is what it is. So that one gave me an extra one. The ones that I got later on, though, that really helped me
are they going to
out.
have Kyle Long play right tackle for the Chiefs?
They got him They got him at guard.
Long, but yeah, because he played guard his whole career. But he's one of those guys. He could play tackle.
He could easily play center too.
But they got Austin Blythe.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah, you guys are on the clock.
Okay, so Basham. So hold on. So Basham was gone,
Yeah,
Orlando
and who was the other one? Myers was gone.
Myers.
So the other three that we were talking about are still there. Perkins is there, Osai is there, but Basham is gone.
And then you still have Humphrey and Miners.
Yeah. Yep.
Chief selection is somebody to piss me off.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone that you guys are gonna try and
Creed Humphrey.
nice.
No, it isn't nice.
They're just stacking. They're just stacking
Yeah, I know.
up that offensive line, man. That's all. Literally, they listen. I bet
That
you
might actually be their strength this year, man.
Yeah, because they and it's weird because I think they like the fact that they have three pass rushers who are respectively elite, and then they got Tyrann Mathieu as like the only person, respectively, in that backfield that can do
Jerry
anything.
Sneed's a decent young corner.
He is, and he was a steal. Yes, I do give him that.
Oh yeah.
And they can just fill with needs. Like they can get like a Richard Sherman or something like that for really cheap and this, that, and everything else.
Yeah.
Now, I think it's because the Chargers got Rashawn Slater and they realized that offensive line is good. The Raiders are going to start getting younger at their offensive line. And the Broncos offensive line is also very young and very good. And they're like,
what's their wide receiver's name?
For who?
Oh, Tyreek Hill.
Oh yeah, Tyreek Hill. Yeah.
You realize that Jamal Dean was on Tyreek Hill 75% of the game, and you didn't hear a peep out of him.
Yeah.
Yep. That was a good game.
Well, that's the thing. You can never have too many pass rushers. You can never have too many DBs.
Well, the thing is that Jamal Dean catches so much hell from Bucs fans, and he quietly goes out there and does his damn job.
Yeah, like as somebody watching from the outside looking in, I don't see why he gets so much hate. Like, is it because he's not flashy? Like,
you don't hear the name called.
I
don't want to hear my defensive back's names called unless it's with an interception.
Right? Yeah,
you know
exactly.
I mean?
Like,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking, and I really hope this is Davis Mills.
This soon?
I mean,
none of the quarterbacks have gone. There might be another one there when you pick again.
I want Miners, man, right now. I don't care which quarterback they get. It could be Mills, Mond, or Trask. I don't care.
True. If they took Trask here, I wouldn't be that surprised either.
Well, he's been in camp a bunch of times. They've talked to him a lot of times. So,
and if he's a first round quarterback,
and
talent,
he was with Brady.
Yep. And if he's falling there, and you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't necessarily be that upset because some of his other targets that he succeeded with are coming up in the next draft. So we could easily get those guys in the later rounds too.
And he's a good game manager.
He is.
Yeah.
And listen, we've had success obviously with Brady at 43. And if this kid can sit there and learn from Brady while Brady's playing, and then Brady
the next 2-3 years,
and then he coaches them, I wouldn't be pissed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Either of those three, man, wouldn't piss me off.
Nope. I mean, yeah, if it's Miners, if it's Osai, Davis Mills, if it's Kyle Trask, any of those guys, I'm okay. If it's Kenny Gainwell, which it's really definitely not going to be, but for the odd chance that it's Kenny Gainwell,
let's add more to Rojo conspiracy there.
Oh, he'd be gone.
Right after the pick, it's like, and we've traded Ronald Jones. Like,
dude, it would be Lenny would get first and second downs, and then your first third down would go to Giovanni Bernard.
But Lenny's a 3-down back. See, that's what I'm talking about. We got in that running back room, we have 3-down back, one guy that don't fit, and a 3-down back.
Yeah, right. You're saying Rojo's the one that don't fit, right?
Yeah, something isn't right here.
Like Vaughn caught a really nice touchdown pass from Brady last year, and then obviously he fell down. I don't think it's production. I literally think it's You're in Bruce Arians' Super Bowl winning team that he knew was a Super Bowl winning team by like week 6. Right. Shady McCoy, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
LaFournette's like, I kind of want to start. You know who is starting? Rojo, because he shuts the fuck up. All you guys coming in and saying, I need the ball. You know who needs the ball? Brady needs the fucking ball. Evans needs the fucking ball.
Brady decides who gets the ball.
Who's getting the ball now?
Yeah.
Leonard Fournette. Go shut up, Rojo.
Yeah, exactly. I bet you any money Rojo's going to shut up, but Lenny's going to
forget, man. Leonard Fournette, when he was drafted, his draft profile said he was a generational player. He was compared to the greatest out there, man. And look.
Well, I mean, look at his first couple of years in Jacksonville.
It takes development. Really yeah. And then they decided to quit developing and dealing with him and shit. So,
hey, if Fournette
went to developing Bortles, and look how that turned out.
If Fournette was in Jacksonville, like right now, like damn.
Who is this?
That's Machine Gun Kelly. Is he really announcing your guys' pick?
What?
I don't condone this.
It wasn't supposed to be. It was supposed to be our ex-player. What's his name?
Oh.
Well, and like I don't know why he would announce your guys' pick. He's from Cleveland.
Hell yeah!
He's got jokes.
What the hell was that crap? Get your ass off the screen, man.
Get your shit brown tuxedo the hell out of here.
God.
That's all that.
This dude, like, is married to the chick who lifted the hood in Transformers 1, and he thinks he's just tough shit.
Didn't Eminem put him in his place already?
Yes.
Yeah, a while ago.
So. And then it just made him richer.
Well, because he started making music for all the teenage girls.
There's your guy.
'Cause I'm just a teenage rapper, baby.
I didn't even see who the last team took.
Last pick was Creed Humphrey.
Oh, that's right. I did see that.
Yeah, two centers.
I just blocked that out of my mind.
Well, I mean, it's been forever between picks, so.
Here we go. Take my victory hoot. I'm just saying, if it's Kenny Gainwell, I'm gonna cry because, like, or Chuba. Oh, if it's Chuba. On behalf of the Glazier family, I'd just like to announce that the NFL is starting a super league.
Don't
my Lions aren't a part of it.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Ginger.
What a fantastic crew and what a fantastic job they did this past year.
If they do that, can they do like a fantasy draft so my Lions can get some players?
With the 64th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay
Trask. Trask.
Oh my God.
They did it.
Wow.
Holy shit.
No way.
I kind of figured we was going to get Trask, but I thought it would be in the third, man.
Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Oh my God.
Well, Kyle's probably pissed because he kept saying he's going to Atlanta.
He knew he was going to Florida, man.
Dude, okay, so
he's been hanging out with Brady and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my, woo! Okay, so all right. Obviously, I see Joshua Cole Allen is obviously, got this going on Box Report, but for everybody else out there, anybody who's watching this, and I'm going to make sure that this is like stripped and recorded right now. I've been waiting for this to happen because I've had this like prepared. Okay. Brady is 43 years old. Brady has not ever been a mobile quarterback. Brady has been a nice 1 yard, 2 yard sneak quarterback, first yard down quarterback for the sneaks. This man has been able to accomplish football the way that it was made to be played forward pass. The offense that this team has right now and the players that they have in developmental roles is ready for the inevitable that will happen in 2 years to 3 years, because we know what we are getting this year and we know what we are getting next year. Now, all of a sudden, we have something that no other team has, a backup quarterback who is willing to shut up, learn the system from the greatest of all time, who's probably going to be either your GM, president of operations, and is going to be the guy who gets to know you in and out off the field. And he's going to find out, what do you like? What's the type of players that you like? What's the type of offense that's going to make you succeed? This right here, ladies and gentlemen, in my honest opinion, even though it is a quarterback and it might be a little bit of a far reach, is still the best choice that we could have made in this draft, besides obviously an edge rusher or an offensive line talent. Getting a guy who is just willing to be here and willing to do what it takes to get this team to win. And if something is to happen to Brady, the man played at Florida, for crying out loud, ladies and gentlemen. The man is already ready and adapted to the very humidity that he played in. Woo!
That's true. And this also explains a lot.
Yes, it does.
Blaine Gabbert.
Yep.
Yep. We
Jenkins,
waited for...
what's his name? Ryan Jenkins. I guess you have another job. You get to go school him in the classroom.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's all he does. That's all Ryan Jenkins is on the team for, is to school these guys in the classroom.
You mean Ryan Griffin? Sorry, Ryan
Griffin.
Yeah,
Jenkins.
yeah.
I was like, wait, who? Wait. What?
There's too many Ryans, man.
Okay, so that's the only other. So there's Terrence Marshall, and then I guess him being the only
Andre
other.
Cisco.
Safety from Syracuse.
Well, shit.
I have no clue if Miners is going to make it to us now.
So
I doubt it.
here's the question. here's a real question
Thanks
for
a
you,
lot,
Alex.
Ryan.
Here's the real question for you, buddy. What percentage do you give me of landing Kyle Trask in any of my dynasty leagues?
0.
Absolute 0.
Yeah.
0.
I am getting. There is no
With
way.
the second overall pick tomorrow, I'm taking him just so you can't have him.
Come on, man.
Who has the first overall pick? Because I'm gonna have to make a trade with it. No,
My dad. Good fucking luck.
Your dad. I would call your dad. Your dad would be like, "I'm sorry, you're offering me for Kyle Trask? What the hell? What kind of a
When
dynasty
he asks
league
me
did I
tomorrow
get
who he
into?"
should take, I'm just gonna say Kyle Trask.
Oh man,
Oh,
this
my
is
God.
like, because the thing is he had one Heisman type year, and so this kind of goes back. I love having Johnny actually on here right now for this. There has been, and me and you talked about this a while ago. There's been too many times that quarterbacks like Winston, to a degree, who haven't been given the time in certain systems and stuff like that with certain teams. And then, of course, there's certain quarterbacks that get drafted to just the completely wrong team, wrong scheme, this, that, and everything else. And this is going to be one of the first times in Buccaneers history that we're actually developing a quarterback that we don't need to rush. And even if something were to happen to Brady this year, it's a guy that has so many weapons around him.
Yeah.
And the culture that he gets to grow up into right now too. This is absolutely outstanding right now.
Yeah, because right now our team is set up as, like I said earlier about the quarterback-proof team.
Yeah.
We're pretty quarterback-proof as long as we don't have somebody in there throwing 30 interceptions.
Well, and yeah, it helps that literally you could just say, hand it off to Lenny, play action to Mike Evans. Like, it's
wow.
Chris Godwin,
it's a
AB,
beautiful-
there's always going to be somebody there to get open.
Gronk. Like,
I'm gonna have to get a Kyle Trask jersey, I think.
Oh man.
I got a Brady jersey. I'm gonna have to get one of those early. I'm gonna have to make sure I got one of those guys because I don't
what
like.
are the Vikings?
I don't even do. I like. How the hell am I supposed to concentrate anymore? Like we got Kyle Trask.
Mills,
Like,
Mon, Booked, and Franks are still on the board.
Yeah, that was the first quarterback taken tonight was Trask at the end of the second round. We almost went an entire round without a quarterback.
Okay, just so I'm aware, for dynasty purposes, the only other player after Terrence Marshall that was taken for dynasty would have been Kyle Trask, right?
Yeah, because it was linebacker, edge, center, Trask.
Okay. Wow.
That's a great pick, and especially when you guys didn't really need to fill anything. You
Well,
guys
all these
just
picks are
built for
kind
the
of
future.
luxury picks for us anyway. Right now, they got a great guy to come in behind JPP when he goes out. So look, man, it's all luxury.
That's my dad.
Your dad. To anybody, to anybody in that, there's no way I'm trading for the first overall pick to take Kyle Trask. But just understand that
there goes Kellerman. Kellerman to the Vikings.
Wow!
Oh no!
Can these guys stop getting these good quarterbacks for the future? God damn!
In your division?
Yeah, Fields and now Mon. I don't want to play these guys twice a year.
Mon might actually start halfway through this year with Cousins out there.
Yeah. Like, can these guys back off? Damn.
I'm adding it to my dynasty board right now. Like, I've obviously stopped adding to the top 10 until afterwards, just because I wouldn't be able to get a good read on it right now.
But Alex, you got a great quarterback, don't you?
See,
sorry.
I don't
apologize.
Goff. I don't mind Goff, to be honest. Is he a top tier quarterback? Absolutely not. But compared to,
I think he could be. Maybe he needs to be drugged through the cold winter north for a while.
You might be right.
Find out what it's like to be a real human being, because I think his head's been in the clouds way too long.
Well, yeah, and he went to Cal and in LA. Like, it's the first time he's really he's gonna have to struggle. Like,
work. He's got to work, man.
To me, I was saying earlier, I wouldn't be shocked if at 72 and 101 we double up on receiver. It wouldn't shock me, because right now going into the season, like, we have Hawkinson, who I love that we have. I hated the pick when it happened, but I love that we have him now. And then our receivers are Rashad Perriman and Terrell Williams. Like,
Perriman, hey, if you get a year out of him like we got with him,
well,
he'll be okay.
And exactly, if he can stay healthy and go down the field, I'm fine with it. But we need somebody. So Terrell Williams can't stay healthy. Like,
this is the Texans' first pick.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something about Perriman, though. He has to have contact with the ball. The more contact he has, he's like a running back. The more contact he has, the better he gets.
You're absolutely right.
Interspersing the ball to him, then he forget about it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you plan on using him, he's got to be one of your top options. Because, like,
right.
Otherwise, he's not there. He gets disinterested way too quick.
Rashad Perriman is going to be one hell of an XFL player for the Edmonton football team.
Well, let's see if he does. If he does something for us here, we might keep him.
That's true.
Well, because we got nobody else.
Yeah, it's like you got nobody else. Watch this be the quarterback of the future for the Houston Texans.
Davis Mills?
I think the Lions should just beef up a defense for once.
I agree.
I cannot remember in 50 years of football, I cannot remember a Lions defense that I was ever scared of.
In 2014, we had like the second-ranked defense.
That was a burp.
it was like a one-and-done thing, because that's when Sue left and Fairley became average because he was trying to be our best D tackle. Like,
right.
That year, we had Sue and Anza and Fairley and Vandenbosch and Averill.
Yep.
That was a good defense. So good. That was. Hold on to it, man. What happened? What are you doing to your defenders, dude?
Well, Matt Patricia, for one.
Well, every coach in 50 years.
Yeah.
It's hard to play in Detroit when with just that city, I guess, in general.
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
these guys are coming there, and all they're hearing is, "I'm going to chew your knees off."
I think Dan Campbell is truly a coach that people want to play for. Like, that's why I'm excited that we got him. It's especially defenders. That physical type of guy. That's the guys we want. Like,
yeah, but last time I heard a coach coming in talking with that kind of attitude was Mike Singletary, and you know how that ended up.
Yeah, that's true.
But see, at least Dan Campbell came in with the mentality where he's like, listen, I'll just coach. I'll make sure there's an offensive genius and a defensive genius to make
that's what he's supposed to do.
He's literally the general. He got the coordinators to focus on the offense and the defense.
David Mills.
Oh my
God. Let's go.
The Texans.
So that's 9 for me.
Deshaun's gone. Deshaun is gone.
You better get him on your dynasty.
Yep. That's a good one.
Wow.
That is a good one. It sucks to me that he went
in comparison of Kirk Cousins. I mean, I think he's a better version of Kirk Cousins, but
isn't it funny that the run of quarterbacks are going right now? Whoever makes a trade with Atlanta is probably looking for a quarterback.
3 of the last 4 picks are quarterbacks.
Hold on. I'm going to go to Twitter right now and see if Deshaun Watson is trending.
Oh, probably.
Absolutely.
There's probably people making jokes that shouldn't be aired, but
that's a good idea.
Does Atlanta get their quarterback of the future here?
That not of the future. If they get a quarterback right now, who is up next? Mills, Mond, Trask are all gone.
Jamie Newman.
Have backups, dude.
Newman had potential. He's another
he
one of
play
those
last year.
Have potential, man. You know that.
He was a Georgia guy, or he was Wake Forest, and then he was going to Georgia.
And then he sat out because of COVID. So he never played for Georgia.
No, but he had a hell of a good year in Wake Forest.
Yeah.
Pick is in. Who are you taking, Atlanta?
I think they got to go defense.
Michael
defense
Carter.
Been bad.
They have to go defense. They went offense on their first pick. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Your problem is not offense. Pitts. What's Pitts going to do? He's going to run into Levante and Devin.
Yeah.
Who just took Kelsey out of a game, right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Get your defense together, guys. Oh, I'm glad you didn't, but
yeah. I also wouldn't be shocked if they go running back here, like you said, Andrew. But I think defense has got to be the play here.
They went tackle Jalen Mayfield.
Oh,
I forgot he's still there. That's a good pick.
That is a good pick.
It is. I didn't know he was out open.
What's that? Okay, hold on. Who did Atlanta have? Did they have Jake Fisher or Jake Locker or whatever?
Jake Matthews.
Matthews.
Yeah, there's your other Matthews right there.
They got the guy from Washington last year, didn't they?
Yeah.
I don't know. I could be wrong, but they got another young guy.
I'm trying to think of. Okay, no, the tackles that were taken in the first round last year were Thomas went to the Giants. We got Wirfs.
Well, I'm not talking first round. I'm talking like mid to late.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, and then it's Becton to the Jets, and then Jurdy or whatever to Cleveland.
Jedrick Wills.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so your Detroit's up in 4 picks. Your dad made a great comment on a person that would be great for the Lions there.
Yes.
Nico Collins?
A B, I would say B minus, only because of, he's got to be developed into it. But this is a Mike Evans type player.
Yeah.
He's 6'6". He goes up to get the ball. He's not necessarily the fastest, but if you
he ran a 4.4.
Oh, he did too, eh? Ooh.
Yeah, he ran 4.4.
I didn't actually see his combine or his pro day.
He was faster than in the season because he dropped 15 pounds.
Okay.
So, yeah, in the season he was kind of slow, and then he went into the pro day at 2:15 instead of 2:30 and ran 4.4.
And he's still got that length. So yeah, no, I'm with your dad
I would
on that
love
one.
that pick.
A Nico Collins there for the Lions in the third round would be a steal.
Bengal selection.
Please, sir. My name is Joe Burrows, and I'm happy that you got Jamar Chase, but I need protection.
Wyatt Davis is still there.
You do understand that Clowney is now a Brown, right?
Edge rusher, Joseph Asai. What
Okay.
the?
Wow.
That's a
Come
good
on,
pick.
man. That's where the Falcons should have went.
That I agreed as well. But
They should just switch players. What are you guys doing?
yeah, third round. Where the hell did I put my? I was like, where did I put my phone? Yeah, third round, and you got Joseph Asai. Like, damn.
That's a hell of a drop because he had been projected in the first round too.
Yes, he had.
Yeah.
Yes, he had. I thought he was going to fall to Detroit there for a bit, and I was kind of just keeping quiet because I'm like, oh, maybe we can hope.
The one for me, honestly, I don't think edge was the one thing I don't think we really needed anymore on the D line. You got the Aquara brothers and Trey Flowers. Deshaun Hand, if you want to play him as a D end, I would personally put him as that third D tackle now. But to me, our linebackers are atrocious. Our defensive backfield is young, but it's bad right now.
Yeah, but you got Okuda. I have got such high hopes for Okuda, man.
See, yeah, Okuda, and there's also Orwell.
I don't understand why Asai dropped.
Me neither, man. Like
He was actually. I thought he was a little bit better than the guy we took.
Yeah, Joe.
Tryon, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joe Tryon. Yeah, a lot of people
There's a
had
couple
him.
trades here.
A few people projected him to go in the mid-second, and I think it's because give me a second. Joshua Cole Allen, he put him as his guy there, and I think it's because it was the 3 to 4 players that the Bucks were looking at, and because we didn't have a real need, they just said,
Panthers got Christensen from BYU.
I'm noticing a trend here. I think the other guys in our division are wanting to protect their quarterbacks.
You think?
Yeah, imagine that.
Except for the Saints.
Yeah,
The Saints haven't done any offensive line.
they really haven't needed to though, man.
I mean,
Their line, defensive and offensive lines are solid, dude.
when they let go of Warford, I had a feeling that they may have thought like they were going to fall off like just a tad, like there was going to be a hole. And the guy that they replaced him with actually came in and did almost a better job. So
Yeah, they're deep, dude. They are. That is a deep. That's where we want to be.
the same,
So
like
when every year when we lose a guy and everybody talks about how we're going to fall off, we don't fall off because we got that depth.
You know what is going to really suck now though? If the Texans do start looking to trade Deshaun Watson now, one of the only teams that's going to start looking really available to them is going to be the Saints. And that's going to piss
see the
me.
Saints jumping on that one. Although they might. Jeez.
That's the thing is like because they
Watson's not going to have any trade value.
not anymore.
The Texans missed their open window of opportunity right there.
And
Yeah.
but you know for a fact that like Sean Payton would know that, but still come in would be like say next year technically starts. He'd be like, I'll give you a 2024 first rounder. I don't give a shit.
How do they make the money work though?
So
The good thing about it is though, I don't think Deshaun Watson is that type of guy that's going to take a team on his shoulders, and he doesn't have that football experience like your Brady's, your Rodgers, and those guys, man. He doesn't have that ability to just lift the team up around him. That's why he needs a team around him all the time, you know?
I do agree. And the only thing I would push back on that and say is I think the culture that he was drafted into with Bill O'Brien and all that kind of stuff really maybe hindered that a little bit. And I think
Well, if you hinder their learning curve, you step them back.
Yeah.
So
now
all right, look, Winston is a bad example, but I'm going to use him anyway because Winston hasn't had a good coach or anybody to develop his abilities since high school.
Yeah.
And it shows. And now he's in a point where he's not going to be able to be developed. People might think they can develop him, but you're not going to teach that anxiety out of him. That's what Winston's problem is that anxiety. I got to do this, and then go out there, and he you're not going to teach that out of him.
No.
If he could walk out onto the field, puke, get all that out of him, and then go play.
Oh, he'd be a hell of a quarterback.
Yeah, he'd be great, but he can't do that. He holds it in, and then when the game's on the line, he just screw the playbook. I'm going to do this myself.
Yeah. He tries to play too much hero ball.
Yep.
So just doing a quick update on the bets that you guys see at the ticker there for a little bit. First of all, actually, I'm not going to lie. Hold on. First of all, I was on the wrong mouse here. Julio for Deshaun in a 2022 first. It would have to be the start of next year, and
you got to get rid of Matt Ryan first.
Yeah, and then your dead money would just screw you over so hard.
Wait. We were just talking about this when I was talking about development. You would be taking a guy who still needs development and putting him with a team who openly swears they don't develop players.
Yep.
Aaron Robinson, UCF, good pick.
That's another drop to the wow.
Yeah.
Man, my Golden Knights are going hot tonight.
Your Golden Knights?
Yeah.
UCF.
UCF, duh. I was like, Golden Knights playing right now? Is that what my wife is watching?
Yeah, I was like, Andrew, come on, man. Like,
I should know when the Golden Knights are playing. It's been disappointing that I can't have my Golden Knights and Red Wings.
Dude, I'm sorry. I just can't do Red Wings.
The game?
I can't even say that with a straight face.
Say that again?
Red Wings. No,
hey, man. Hey, listen, I grew up in Ontario. So me and him grew up on the opposite side of the lakes. And he kind of grew up a little bit more closer to the Red Wings culture, I guess you would say. Whereas I was on the opposite side where they're like shoving Maple Leafs down my throat, being like, this is the best.
Oh, they weren't us too. We just didn't listen.
Yeah. For me, it was like everywhere I went, it was Maple Leafs this, Maple Leafs that. And I'm like, okay, there's got to be other teams. And then the only other franchise fan base that tried to get me was the Canadians. And I was like,
the Lions select.
Please be receiver.
A defensive tackle.
Okay.
Oh, Alan McNeil is actually a not bad one.
Yeah. I was gonna say I'm not opposed to
6'1"
that.
and 7/8 and 317 pounds. He's your nose guard, buddy. He's your nose tackle.
Yeah.
But like Johnny said too, the only way you're gonna get better is if you start getting those defensive guys in now.
Right.
Oh, there's a Culpepper. Oh man, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't keep focusing. You can't do like Atlanta does and focus all your drafts on firepower when you ain't got nothing to protect it with.
See, though they did. I mean, mind you, it was before they got absolutely 28-3, and that really does screw and mess with your mentality. But they did have just an offense heavy, and when I say this before, when I say a spotty defense, I mean like the Texans of back in the day when it was like Clowney's first year and Watt and a couple of players here and there, or even like the Rams defense of a couple of years ago.
His appearance with the Texans was the end of their defensive era.
With Clowney?
Yeah, as soon as Clowney went on, he gets injured that year.
Yep.
As usual, we knew he was going to be injured because he's always injured and taking plays off anyway. And as soon as he showed up, that was the end of the Texans' defensive career, man. They and that's why JJ said, can I leave?
Yeah,
can I go now?
The one thing I will say, the only issue I have with the Detroit pick is now we've got so many D tackles. We have so many other needs.
That is also
now we've got McNeil, Levi O. I'm not going to go for that last name, and Michael Brocker still. And we signed him for like 3-4 years.
The thing with defense is you can win games with defense because they'll go out there and pound on that offense until they just don't want to play no more.
Oh yeah,
and that's what
I loved about Sue.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers says, I don't want to play this guy. Come on, man. He gets
Yeah.
out of Detroit, and now I got to face him in Tampa? No.
Twice in a
I'm
year
done.
again.
So this is where some of
Milton
those
Williams. Okay.
interesting, like really weird looking, not say weird looking, but weird players would start coming off. So obviously, like you see the Milton Williams, I had him projected as like a 5th rounder actually.
Yeah.
So this is where you will
I didn't
start
have him
seeing-
on my board, man. I thought he was going to be a walk-on.
Oh, hey, would you look at that? Jake Arians liked my tweet. Listen, like I've said, like there's gonna be so many people on Twitter, and Johnny knows this because we're Buccaneer fans. So we know what our Buccaneers thread is gonna be. There's gonna be so many people who are like, oh, there was so many other needs that we could have got. Now we're just there's gonna be all those Saints fans are like, oh, you guys are just, so you're done with Brady now. This is how you make Brady unhappy.
Absolutely.
Oh my god. And you know what? Like, and honestly, that's why I had to say my take right there, because I'm gonna clip it and I'm just gonna play it every single time that I hear any of those guys go off and they're like, he's going to take over for Tom Brady, and be like, no, when Tom Brady's done, Tom Brady's more than likely going to be his boss.
That's a good pick, St. Juice. It's another Canadian guy
Yes. Is that the first Canadian?
for this draft. Yes, I believe so.
That's the first Canadian. There we go.
Where
We
is
should've done
Chuba?
that.
What's
Or
that?
Chubba Hubba, as I like to call him.
I want, so this is what I want before the end of tonight. I want Kenny Gainwell and I want Chuba gone off of the board. And I obviously want them on the Bucks. That would be impossible.
I'd
at
love
this
to have
point.
Chuba on the Bucks. I like Gainwell, but Chuba just has something going for him, man.
Yes. You want to talk about the perfect draft for me? Like, we get a backup quarterback who's literally just going to sit there behind Tom Brady and learn. And then we're going to get a 3rd round running back again, who, when this Super Bowl run is done, Rojo will be gone. Lenny will be gone. Giovanni will be gone.
I ain't getting rid of Leonard.
Well,
He's going to hit his stride now, man. That he's going to actually be that generational. I think he's going to develop with this staff into that generational running back that everybody thought he was going to be to begin with.
but this is more like a 2-year thing. So I think this year would be the solid, like our solid number 1. The next year he would be a solid number 1 as well, as long as he actually re-signed.
If he resigns, then it's going to be a long-term sign.
Yeah. And if that happens, then all of a sudden you got, say, Vaughn, who can do both pass catch and be a 3rd down back. And then you would have,
Well, would he be? Because Vaughn, do you think he'd still be here if Chuba comes? Because I think Chuba's better than Vaughn.
Yeah.
right now, yes, I do think Chuba is definitely better than Vaughn, but
Chuba was the 2nd best running back in football in 2019.
see now
He was 1A, 1B with Jonathan Taylor, and everyone in the Big 12 loaded the box with 8, 9 guys to stop him, and all of a sudden he climbs down boards. Like, he should still be up near the
what
top
have you
of the
done
running
for
back.
me lately thing? Because
That's why I'm saying it's going to be a steal whoever gets him.
The problem is with him, though. The only issue I see, because like I do, and like I swear, I want the upside of him. I want him to be on the Bucks, and I want him to be able to come home for the offseason so I can just hound him for interviews every weekend.
Right.
Like, I'd be on his porch, be like, dude, like, you give me one and I'll leave, but I promise you do one interview, I'll be your best friend. Like,
Andrew, do you actually think he'll still live there?
Yeah, I was like, if he gets, as soon as he gets
no, but hey, his family will, and he'll come visit, and he's one of those community guys.
With him.
I mean, yes, but he is a community guy, and he is one.
Yeah.
He seems like those I'll go back to my roots type guy if he has to. And
once in a while.
I'll send donations from the beach.
But I mean, yeah, no. If Chuba became a Buccaneer, I would I think Kim would be pissed at me because I would make enough noise that it would probably wake the child, and she would probably
pack everybody in your family into their luggage when they're moving back down to Florida.
Yeah, you know what? I think if Bruce Arians like this, you want to talk about like a fun draft. If there's another Canadian too, I think it is if we want to that corner. I think he is Canadian.
Oh, which one are you talking?
St. Juice?
No, St. Juice was the Canadian corner.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought there was another one. I'd have to pull up the list. Can you find that list for me, Alex, of the other Canadians? because I was gonna say I had a dream list, and it was if we could have gotten Chuba in the third, and then Palmer, the wide receiver from Tennessee, in the fourth. And I just want.
Javon Holland was the first Canadian selected. The safety
That's
from
right,
Oregon.
the safety. That's right. Yes.
Did
All
the
the Saints
Ravens
moved
trade
up.
completely out of the second and third rounds?
What's that?
Did the Ravens that trade with what's the name? Did they
Orlando
KC? Did
Brown,
they
yeah.
that in their
They
second,
were-
third round choices?
Yeah.
Yes. No, they got their third round choice. Or no, they've got
Yes.
Kansas City's third round choice.
Oh,
So they're going to be right front of the Bucks again.
Yeah, they're picking at 94.
New Orleans jumping to 76. I bet you is going to be for like Jamie Newman or something.
It's going to be one of the quarterbacks. It's got to be.
So who's okay? Hold on. So it's Jamie Newman. There's another one I'm forgetting. I know I am. Give me a second here.
I was just trying to think of who's even
The
left.
Black Pumas.
Black Pumas. Guard, center, fullback, quarterbacks. There we go. Fields, Lance, Max, Caltras, Davis Mills, Kellermont, Newman.
Odizula.
Yeah, so it's Newman. It's Newman.
Oh, okay. That's a decent pick.
That is a good one, actually. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, okay, yeah,
He's from UCLA, so he probably is a diva, so he fits in Dallas.
Yeah.
He went to UCLA, so.
Yeah, he is. He's more of a like they got him as a defensive tackle, but I think he'll be able to push out a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm putting his position as D-line. I agree. I think he's an outside guy, but.
The only other quarterbacks, like depending on what people think, right? Because there's Jamie Newman, and then it falls off to Buccelli from the SMU Mustangs. You got Felipe Franks from Arkansas. Sam Ellinger does seem more like a Sean Payton type development.
He's a project, though. He's a fifth, sixth, seventh round pick.
And then there's
Felipe
Ian
Franks.
Felipe Franks would be interesting.
Yeah, ex-Florida State.
Yeah, that is true.
Ex-Florida guy.
Yeah.
Wasn't he? Yeah.
SEC.
He was a Gator.
So at least there's two more quarterbacks that have played in the SEC. But so if it's not quarterback, I bet you it is going to be a wide receiver.
There's two other Canadians we didn't think about, by the way.
What's that?
Alaric Jackson, the offensive lineman from Iowa.
Yep.
And then, God damn it.
He hasn't been picked yet either.
No. Amen Ogbongbemiga, linebacker from Oklahoma State.
That's the other one it was a weird name.
He's the Calgary native.
Diami Brown. There it is. This is who it's going to be. It's probably Diami Brown. That's the other wide receiver that hasn't been picked yet. That's the North Carolina Tar Heel.
Is that who you got going to the Saints?
Yeah. Yeah, it's either Jamie Newman, the quarterback, personal opinion, of course, but it's got to be him or Diami Brown. I would be a little upset if a Canadian fell down to him, but I just fucking hate the Saints after this year, man. I really do.
Dude, I despise the Saints.
Like, and Alex knows, like, I never really had an enemy. Like, I hated Patriots and more like disliked Patriot fans.
Cornerback, Paulson Adebo.
I forgot he was still on the board. That's a great pick.
Shit.
No, it's not.
Oh yeah, not for us.
It's a great pick for New Orleans.
That is a good pick though.
He's 6'1". He's a good size for a cornerback, man.
That is good.
They're trying to get somebody in there to stop Evans.
I mean, they do have Lattimore. Like Lattimore
got shut down last year. Evans got the Lattimore curse off his back.
For now.
Once you get it off, only a game you shake it off, you shook it off, man. It was in his head. Lattimore was in his head. Lattimore's not that great a cornerback, man.
No, he's not.
No.
And it is like most of those players are not say that great. It is Sean Payton's damn team, though. Sean Payton just.
Well, that's my point. Lattimore is kind of a dirty player, and he was getting in Evans's head and stuff. And Evans, Brady had that little conference about it, and after that, it was over with.
If you guys talk about, hold on, give me 1 second. I got to mute it here for a second.
Interesting radio.
Yeah, sorry, doggies needed to be fed. She was staring at me. She's like, just let me pour the damn food for fuck's sakes.
I was like, oh, okay, like mid-sentence.
Like, yeah, no, sorry guys. She's giving me those sex eyes, and I just gotta like, yeah, no. See, now I totally forgot what I was saying.
We were just talking about Lattimore.
Yeah. So, okay, in a weird way, this is going to sound like a weird stat, but when you take a coach, like it's like Madden, right? And the way that they do Madden now, if your team starts playing well, everybody starts getting more points and everybody starts doing better. When you get a coach that comes in and he knows how to play the system, and then the guys start learning the system, it's basically like taking a normal roster that you would have and then add like 3 or 4.
Josh Palmer, wide receiver, Tennessee.
Yes!
There we go, another Canadian.
Oh, shit, dude. That's good. Daddy likes. Okay, so that's
last year I said on Bucks Report that the Chargers were the best bad team in the league. Yeah. And I'm starting to believe that right now, that they're not going to be a bad team much longer.
Hey, you were almost completely right on your Houston Texans bit there too. So
I wanted them to pick first so bad just to rub it in Nick's face.
Okay, hold on. Just so I'm clear too, Josh, Alex, quarterback Davis Mills was the last one, and then Josh Palmer, right?
For Dynasty, yeah. It's been all defense and then offensive line since then.
So this causes, like, for those Dynasty guys, let's talk about it quick here. Just some of these guys that we had even in round 2. So we talked about Rondell Moore. We'll go to Pat Freiermuth for a second, because we kind of touched on him. He will probably climb into the end of the first round on this rookie draft, just because people are now going to look at their, say in our league, right, with being at 14, they're going to look at the 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th pick and be like, I can now get a number 1 tight end on a team.
Yeah.
So that's kind of an easy one there. Dwayne Eskridge from Seattle, maybe a taxi squad guy going for a bit. They do, like, if you want to try and keep him on your bench and just see what happens in the slot, I mean, sure, but I think that's a taxi squad for a bit until you can see what happens. Tutu Atwell, this becomes an issue because there's 3 different names that comes into mind with Tutu Atwell: Deshaun Jackson, Percy Harvin, and I'm trying to think of this other guy's name because he was the bust one. And he was the one that played with Geno Smith in West Virginia or Virginia Tech or whatever it was.
Oh, Tavon Austin.
Thank you. Tavon Austin.
Yeah.
And you're going to
get Surratt, linebacker.
That's a good one from Minnesota right there.
To me, there's better linebackers available, but
yeah. I hope there are. Because that's one of our needs. Well, not needs. You know what I mean?
Needs. Yeah.
It's one of your wants.
Yeah,
we need somebody behind Levante is what we need.
Yeah,
to develop. I don't want to just throw a raw rookie in there when Levante decides it's time. You know.
No,
to me, I still think Jabril Cox is the best linebacker available from LSU.
Jabril Cox is still on the board. I thought he was gone, man.
No, he's still there. Dylan Moses from Alabama is still there. Like, there's a lot of good linebackers left.
Well, who did their board?
Johnny's like, damn it.
Who did their board?
With regards to Tutu.
You're not going to be able to say that one with a straight face.
Never. No. So with Tutu Atwell,
get the little tutu thing out.
Tutu Atwell. He's going to be okay. So I know some people are probably going to put him on the taxi squad just to see what he can do, and I'm one of those.
A depth piece.
Yeah, I'm one of those guys that's always said, your taxi squad is like literally untouchable unless you know for a fact that you're going to pull them out and they're going to get you points.
Yeah.
Tutu is the type of player in a position right now because of having Stafford in there, that if Stafford can't pass it to his 4 targets, let's say, being the 2 wide receivers in Kupp and Woods, and then his tight end being, I believe, Everett is the one.
No, Everett's in Seattle. They've
So-
got Higbee now.
Higbee. And then having Cam Akers, who's not necessarily a pass down back, but he would be your check down back.
Yeah.
Tutu now becomes a weird. If you're playing someone who does not have a slot cover corner, and Tutu actually can become a deep target.
They play us this year.
Wait a minute. Tutu, I'm going to tell you, I think Tutu could actually be a AB type player. His
Yeah.
route running is so good, dude.
Yep. And he's going to be on your outside because Cooper Cup's your slot guy.
That is true. And so this is why, like, right now, like, Tutu is a star on my board because it is hard to describe exactly like what everyone's going to claim him to be like. And there is one of my leagues where I do have.
Oh, Baltimore does have a pick. Okay. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I do have.
Vegas has back-to-back picks here.
Yeah. I do have very early second round picks in one of those leagues. And if he's there, I am going to take him. And then I'm not even going to be sure what the hell to do with him. So.
And I think
one of those things, man. Remember when AB was drafted? Nobody really knew where he was going to fit. And then he just went in there and exploded, man.
Yep.
And I think, especially with the taxi squad, it's one of those guys, you sit and wait that entire preseason because mostly it's week one of the regular season when your taxi squad is set.
Yep.
You sit there that preseason, see how they work him in, and then make your decision right before that deadline.
Yeah, because
you guys can't get to any. Where are you at, Alex? No, I mean, where physically? Where are you at? You're in Canada?
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys can't really get to any practices, can you?
Oh, God, no.
That's why, like, me and him are trying to, like, you know, we know it'll take a couple of years and stuff like that, but we are eventually, and once the borders open, like, I was going to send this to the Bucks Report group there and be like, I know you guys get to go out and stuff like that. You want to see what we just dealt with? Alex, did you get that alarm?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got this
It's
alarm
locked on my TV and everything, too.
Yeah. So put it this way. We technically, if we wanted to, me and Alex could have done the show today, like at my house if we wanted to. But they sent an alarm basically out, and the only county that you're allowed to actually go out and enjoy yourself is mine.
Yeah.
But I have to drive into a county that you're not allowed to. I gotta drive into a county like Alex is screwed because he just is allowed to go to work, which is in a different county, and then back to his home, which is in a different county. Technically,
wow. And I thought Pittsburgh was locked down hard.
No, Canada is fucked.
Yeah.
Like, but you know, going back to realism here, we're probably looking at about 2 years of just building the show a little bit. And then that's when we're going to probably plan me and him to go down to either a draft or a pro scout something.
They are leaning towards Detroit for the draft in 2024, I think it was.
Yeah.
So.
I could have went to this draft. I was so pissed I didn't get my rental car because my beater's not going. But rental car, because of the gas and all the crap, and the rentals during the COVID sold off their fleets.
Yeah,
they've jacked the prices up crazy. And then when you can afford to go, like I was going to go, you can't get a car.
Yeah,
they're reserved for the next friggin' month, man.
Of course, because and I don't mean this in a bad way to anybody, but what I've always said is I'll be one of the last people that go out after like all the restrictions are up and stuff like that, just so all of my alcoholic friends can go to the bar first and feel as though they have accomplished something.
Right.
I'm gonna sit at home. I'm gonna let everything settle and let it be and stuff like that. Because, like, whether I had kids or not, it would just be the way that I am. I am going nuts because I don't have a console of any sort, and I just want to play some video games.
Well, I stay at home most of the time anyway, but I do like to go to football events. I like to go to the practices for pitch. I go to Pittsburgh practices all the time. They're pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's here. When I was in Baltimore, I'd go to the Towson Tigers Stadium, and I'd watch those games. I'd watch the Baltimore Ravens practices over in Anne Arundel.
There you go.
Yeah.
It was just that's my environment. That's what I grew up in. 50 years of this, man. I can't. If you take football away from me, I'd just lay down and die right now. You forget it.
And see, that's just like that was the thing with me and Alex and just sports in general. Like I need sports. Like my fiance has kind of dealt with it now. Like, I mean, I proclaimed her. I know I said yesterday that she's a self-proclaimed. Okay, I lied. I proclaimed her to be a Dolphin fan, and it's just me. So, but now she's kind
How
of
do you
taking.
proclaim somebody to be a fan of something?
It was more like a joke. It was kind of we were talking about the colors, and what would look good on her. And yeah, the best one. I pop out the colors, and she's like, obviously, buck colors look good on me. And like these ones, not the last ones. But she did see the Dolphins one. She was like, oh yeah, these are nice. And then so I kind of was like, yeah, you're a Dolphins fan. So just kind of like a joke. And she's got a Dolphins shirt, and she's got like a couple little Dolphins things, but she's a Golden Knight fan. Like she's a
good
Las
choice.
Vegas,
Good
Las
choice.
Vegas
She jumped
Golden
right
Knight.
in on the ground floor.
Yep, right from day one. She's big fan, big Fleury fan. She hates the
When
very
they
top.
got Flurry, I was like, oh man, that's just giving them titles, man.
Yeah, for real. Like,
Here, take my title.
She will not have any Fleury trade talks in this house, even though she knows the inevitable is coming. She's completely aware of it, but she will still not have it. And I
They
Why
keep
don't
him open for
you
Seattle?
retire with them now?
I think that's what she wants, but she knows that, you know, either next year or something like that, he'll probably
Just
get
think she
traded
could
to
have
a
had
contender.
Murray instead.
Hey, listen, I went to school with Matt Murray. I gotta love him. I will always love anybody I go to school with. I know he's
I'm
on
not sure
Ottawa.
Senator fans feel the same.
He had a couple of great years, and they said, "Okay, we're going to keep Murray, get rid of Flurry," and then they're kicking themselves in the butt right now.
And then they had to do the same thing with do we keep Murray or Jari? And they took Jari, and they're kicking themselves in the ass with that choice now too. He's not bad, but I mean, Matt Murray was better.
Did we miss somebody?
No.
It's been forever here. They've got back-to-back picks, so they'll probably just do them one right after the other here.
I was like, who is it? 2 career receiving touchdowns. I was like, who in the fuck?
Yeah, I like how that's his career highlight is 2 receiving touchdowns. I mean, he is a fullback, but
I mean, they did at like Pat McAfee when he did his, they were like, oh, he's just a punter. And it's like, yeah, no offense. I think every time you guys just said he's a punter, he just took that to heart and made more money than all of you.
You realize Allstott was a fullback too.
Yeah.
Listen, I will forever kick myself in the ass. I think
Malcolm Const. I don't have him on my board anywhere.
Defensive edge.
who the fuck?
I don't know who the hell
Thank you.
that's a Raiders pick right there.
Yeah, there's the Raiders pick of the year. Okay.
Oh yeah, I thought it was Leatherwood, but it's
All right, Gruden's back.
Good on Gruden. And then no, you're gonna get someone else. Okay.
Oh, I don't know. There's been some good people come out of Buffalo before that.
I mean, Khalil Mack
one
was
really good one. Yeah.
Khalil Mack was a really good one. And when he came, I remember that year too, being like, "Why is this Buffalo dude gonna get like 3rd overall pick?" And I was like, "Oh
Right.
shit!" This
I
dude
was
is-
so mad because he went just one pick ahead of the Bucks. I was like, "Oh,
Yep.
Oh, that was the year you guys got Mike Evans, right? Was it that year?
we got no, yeah, it might have been actually.
I'm gonna double check that actually.
No, because that was.
No, it's when we got Joe McCoy, wasn't it? No, because that was the Sioux draft. Yeah.
Yeah. No, McCoy was the Stafford draft, wasn't it? Wasn't that 09?
It was the 2014 draft.
Yeah, I knew it was 2014. I was just like, who did you guys?
Okay, so
You guys got Evans that draft.
yeah, so that was the year that we got Evans. So it was Buffalo. No, hold on. Clowney. Oh yeah, so Mac went to 5, and then Atlanta got Jake Matthews, and then we got Mike Evans. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the year I was screaming at the table, "Get Johnny Manziel! What are you doing?"
Oh, you were not.
I'm never gonna even lie about that. Like that was me looking at that tape, being like, "Okay, guys, like we need a quarterback that like we can get a mobile quarterback. We can finally be relevant again." And I was like, "Let's do this. Like, let's go."
They got the guy who made Johnny Manziel. That's all that's important right now.
Yep. And then believe me, I was even happy because that was the year. There was a job I was working at where my boss, when he hired me, He had heard that I was a football fan. He heard I was a Buccaneers fan. He's a Washington football fan.
Divine Diablo, the safety.
That's a
from
good
Virginia Tech.
safety. That's a good safety.
Yeah.
I had him eventually to the Raiders at some point. My boss at the time, though, was a big and still is a big
Come on,
Washington.
Diablo to the Raiders.
No,
That's just easy.
no Diablo is actually a good safety.
I
He's
got it,
gonna
but
be
I
good.
know I got him on my board. But to the Raiders,
know, though.
that's just too easy, man.
My boss was a Washington football fan, and when in the interview at the end of it, he was just like, by the way, like I'm a Washington fan. I was like, I'm a Bucks fan, and he's like, I know, that's the reason I'm going to hire you, so I can make fun of you on Mondays. And I was like, yeah, all right, that's fair. And I remember when we got Mike Evans, he's just like, this is a bad reference, I guess you would say, but you do have like the two twin towers now with Vincent Jackson and Mike Evans. Like any quarterback would be very happy to go to Tampa to play with them.
Mike Evans landed perfectly with Vincent Jackson, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was the greatest mentorship of all time, I think.
That year and a half of tape that they got together too, like some of the extensions that Vincent did, and you can just see Mike looking from the side being like, all right, okay. There it is.
Long tight end.
There's a big dynasty. Well,
I'm surprised he
Is
lasted
it
this
though?
long.
Is he behind Gesicki?
I mean, but see, remember everyone was talking about, Kyle Pitts, and they're going to have a 2 tight end system. Now you do technically have a 2 tight end system.
But I mean, Pitts was more you were going to put him in a slot kind of system.
Hunter Long can run the ball.
Yes, he
From
can.
the running back position. Hunter Long's a great tight end. He actually played. See, you don't know me that well, Alex, but I am avid about the tight end position being a tight end.
Oh,
You got to be versatile. I don't want another extra wide receiver because we get Howard and he can't block and he can't.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's why I love Hawkinson.
Yeah. Hunter Long's a real tight end, man. I like the guy.
Yeah, you should have seen Alex being like, I do not want to have Kyle Pitts and Hawkinson there for a bit. He was so adamant about it. I was like, listen, I'm not going to lie. I would be intrigued to watch some Lion games if you told me there's another Calvin Johnson type and Hawkinson all on the same team. But he's like, no.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking that way too.
I was like, listen, if Penny and Rashad are off of the board and Kyle Pitts falls to you, I was like, just do it, dude. And he's like, no.
Look, can you picture Pitts and Mike Evans together in that end zone? Who's go?
Oh.
Just throw it up. Just throw it.
Just
Winston
throw it
couldn't
up.
screw that up.
Well, see, and that's the thing. And I think that's the mentality they got in Atlanta right now is that you got Calvin Ridley, Julio Jones, and Kyle Pitts now. It's like, just throw it the hell up. Who cares? And in our division, like, it's like, okay, maybe not against Tampa. We'll actually try and play a game against Tampa because we can't just throw it up. Like, I mean, it's, I understand.
Throw it up. Watch those DBs.
and yes, but it's still at the same time, like, it's still forever, in my opinion, will be Julio Jones. Like, any time that I've ever bet against Julio Jones to have a bad game against the Bucs, he had a 200-yard game against us. And that was, though, I will give, that was Carlton Davis's development because he ain't let that happen to him anymore.
Yeah. I was like, you need those ass whoopings to.
Just like
Be able
Jamel
to play
Dean
well.
when he got thrown into the fire.
Yeah.
Jamel Dean got it from Tyreek Hill there a bit. Sean Murphy Bunting got owned by, there was a giant. It was a giant.
Jamel Dean's worst one was when he first got in. He wasn't even supposed to be starting, and he got thrown in because of injury in the Rams game, the first Rams game.
Yeah,
and it was horrible.
That was and that's why, and and I
and yet he had 7 pass defenses in that game.
Yes, he did. But they kept tossing it over there that
Those
way.
Burns, though, were bad.
Yeah, I know. Like, man. But, like, that's the thing is, I think with Atlanta, like, Atlanta, if they can get the mojo back and if they use a lot more play action in that system, it is going to suck.
I'm getting a message that there's something really going on over at BR.
Oh?
With the female that's on the show with Rick.
Oh? like was they hitting it off? Because I saw that earlier that she was on. Were they hitting it off?
Honestly, I haven't even tuned in over there lately. Oh, she's gone now.
Yeah, it's the bearded wonder again.
The bearded wonder.
Rick got a smooch, I hear. Not gonna.
Yes. Is this your dad in the chat here, man? Alex?
Yeah, Imperials is that's my dad.
I like this guy, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say you and his dad would get along just fine. His dad is a very big Lions fan as well, and I think, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna insult him, but I think he's a Michigan fan, not Michigan State, obviously.
Yeah.
And he is a Red Wings fan.
Yep.
And he is a Tigers fan.
Yep.
And then and a Pistons fan then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's my enemy all the way across the board, dude.
Yeah.
Just,
He's full rebuild all across the board too.
And listen though, like if we're just talking Red Wings here for a second, yeah, we've had some bad games this year, but like the last little bit, we've actually looked pretty okay. And the best part
last time
is,
I honestly paid attention to hockey was during Brett Hull era in St. Louis.
Ooh, like when they
that was my guy, man. I love Brett Hull, man. He was a beast.
It was funny when we were pulling because we're gonna do eventually. Me and Alex are gonna set up a classic NBA jerseys versus classic NHL jerseys. So it'll be like one versus another, and then winner will go on to the next round, kind of thing. So it's a little bit more even. And I totally forgot that the St. Louis Blues were like, oh yeah, we got Brett Hull and Curtis Joseph and a couple other really good players. Let's get fucking Wayne Gretzky in here for like a year and a half.
Right.
These Tide Pod freaking looking jerseys that are actually pretty dope in my opinion.
Brown.
There it is. There's your Terry McLaurin opposite.
Washington. That's gonna. Who's going to take that division? It ain't going to be Dallas. Don't try to talk me into Dallas.
It's going to be these guys. It's going to be these guys.
Yeah.
It is probably going to be the Washington football team, but I'm not going to lie. I would put I'm a $2 better when it comes to what we do. Just if I had the money to do it, I would bet big, and I'd tell the bigger guys to bet big. But for me, like a $2 bet on the Cowboys to win would probably get you like $50 or $60. So if they won.
We can't stop anybody though.
Right. And they go after divas that they play individually very well.
Yeah.
But
as a team, though, they're awful.
In a team environment, they fall apart, dude. And they haven't learned that yet. They haven't learned. They all reflect their owner.
Yeah.
Whereas the Dallas Cowboys who won reflected their coach.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that's why he's no longer there.
I don't know if you just saw what happened on Buck's Report. Rick had to go to a commercial. There's some dude chugging a beer like right behind him and Josh, and he looked so uncomfortable with that dude being there.
I see his commercials on.
Oh my god! Yeah,
To me, I don't see anybody other than Washington taking that division though. I don't like that defense.
I won't underestimate what the Giants are doing because for New York, the Giants are a serious team.
Me and Alex
absolutely are.
Yeah, me and Alex talked about that last night when they were making their picks. We're like,
they're
not looking bad.
To me, the Giants, it's all on Daniel Jones. They've got enough pieces around. To me, the whole thing is literally, I'll take Fitzpatrick over Daniel Jones.
They did build their team up some this year. I think they're going to surprise some people.
Another tight end.
Oh, gee. Hey, there you go. Now there's a
Misador, you come join us, huh?
Misador, thank you for stopping in. And I know you're not. You should go back.
I knew he was going to say that about Trask. I knew he was.
Go back about an hour ago when the pick was made. I made my points on it.
That long?
It wasn't too long.
Tremble does not scare me.
Just go check it out because I don't think he's going to come in there and beg, obviously, to be number one. I think this is the perfect thing you could ask for because, like Johnny said, he has been hanging out with Brady outside.
I love this tape on him.
Oh
man.
I think Brady's kind of gotten to his head where he's, like, listen, it's my team. When I'm done, you can come in. We can make something happen, this, that, and everything else. It could end up being something really, really good for us.
Alex, don't get too excited because twice a year twice a year, that guy's going to tremble.
that tight end pick there is pretty much just a more athletic offensive lineman.
Yeah, it's
Like,
a good pick.
It's like 4 touchdowns last year, like 4 or 5 the year before. Like he's not your receiving threat. He's the guy he's going to be that second tight end. Jordan Thomas is going to be your receiver tight end.
Yeah.
And he's going to be that extra blocker.
I like the previous
that.
tight end. That was my guy.
After long, yeah.
Yeah, I had as a tight end, I had him as my number 1.
To me,
everybody thought I was
somewhere
stupid, but I don't consider I didn't consider Pitts a real tight end. You know?
No.
What I mean?
Well, and that's every mock draft I did. I said it might say tight end, but he's not a tight end. He's a weapon. Like,
yeah, I don't see him going and taking up a guard spot like Gronk does. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me though.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, Misador, you were at work. Thank you for tuning in. Always appreciated, buddy. Pound that like button, share it off. Bucks Report's also live. They're a little bit more crazier than what our show is right now, and you would expect.
How'd that happen, man? I'm trying. I'm trying.
You would expect. That's the sound of Edmonton. So you wait, hold on. Give it another 5 seconds. You're probably gonna. There's the gunshots. Okay, so,
no, I'm on the south side.
Come on.
Yeah, that's my hometown.
Chauncey Golston. I can't bitch about that one.
Is it? Yeah, no. I actually was thinking that was our Golston, like a relative, but that it's a way different guy.
Yeah.
What do you get? 4.80 40-yard dash. That's not bad. Oh, I thought he was a Wisconsin kid for a second. I was like,
no, he's an Iowa guy.
Yeah, Iowa guy. They're producing some products here.
Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin.
Yeah, all those northern guys.
Big Ten football in general is ugly because it's Ohio State and everyone else, but you're getting quality prospects from every team now. Because Northwestern as well. Oh, Green Bay traded up.
It's not for a receiver.
No, it's not. It's probably for a quarterback.
Quite prospect. Ooh.
They gave up a 92nd and a 4th round pick.
Yeah. Pick's already in.
They must have been running. That's interesting.
You notice none of those future drafts have been traded out lately.
Not lately. No,
everybody's wanting to give them up, man.
It's all been like, we'll give up our pick next round to move up. Like, the Jets didn't give up any extra picks for next year. They gave up both 3rd round picks they had. Like, teams are just saying, fuck the draft this year.
Yeah, gold is next year, man.
Yeah.
And then the 2023 is really going to be when the draft is fairly well straightened out. Because next year there's still going to be issues because you got freshman and junior playing this year, you know? So
you're
going to have issues next year too, but not as bad as this year was.
Yeah.
Amari Rogers.
They went receiver.
Holy
Amari
crap,
Rogers.
he was still on the board?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a good pick, actually, because he's their Ty Montgomery. That's a guy who he's been practicing at the combine.
Well, he's been compared to Randall Cobb, dude.
Yeah, that's another good one.
That's a very good comparison.
They used to put him in the backfield too from time to time.
Yeah.
To me, for my Lions, I love that Nico Collins is sliding down to that 101 pick that we got. I want him there bad.
Yeah, Nico, another Michigan guy would be nice.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers might be a little bit happier now. Hey, no, he's sitting there going, yeah.
He's going to say it took you to the 3rd round to get a fucking receiver for me? Like,
yeah, he's done.
The fact that he came out and said he'd rather retire than play another year in Green Bay.
That says a lot.
And he's not one. He's going to put all his cards on the table. He's not hiding anything.
No, he's not. He's telling you straight up, dude.
Yeah.
Because, look, he still doesn't talk to his mother.
Yeah.
When he tells you something, he's not bullshitting you.
Yeah. Like,
I got Jeopardy and TV offers. Shut up. You know what I mean?
Okay, so looking at teams with other people's 1st round picks. Okay, so
my dad's a Green Bay picking up.
I saw that. That was funny.
No, they're not the Bucks. No. So
We
San
pick kickers, not punters.
That's
Yeah,
true. That's
come
true. Though, I mean, hey, if we decided in like the 6th round to go get the Florida kicker, I'm not going to be pissed. And go put him on the practice roster.
There's nothing they could do right now to piss me
No,
off.
really not.
All they
Okay,
have to do
so
is flash that Super Bowl ring, and you're
yep.
good.
49ers next year's pick is the Dolphins.
Yep.
The Bears' next round pick is now the Giants.
Colts is probably going to be the Eagles.
Yeah, so the Colts is the Eagles.
Wait, we got horses turning into birds. We got what else is going on here?
Yeah, right. the Colts pick is only if Wentz starts the 75% of snaps, or if Wentz plays 70% of snaps and the Colts qualify for the playoffs. And then the Dolphins the Dolphins pick itself of next year is Phillies.
So Philly could have 3.
Well, and then Rams pick is the Lions.
Yeah.
And
Which
then
is going to be a 20s to 30s pick anyways.
And then the Seahawks pick is the Jets.
Oh, yeah, I forgot there's another year of that.
Yeah.
You see where Baltimore's picking right ahead of the Bucks? I get nervous every time I see that. And there's no reason to this year, but I still get nervous because they have screwed us out in 2 drafts.
Yep.
Yeah.
They turned the card in late one time and screwed us out of a pick that we had made a trade for. And then they took was it? No, they were ahead of us a couple of picks, but they took Joe Flacco, which was the best quarterback on the board at the time.
Oh,
and we ended
yeah.
up with Josh Freeman, who is no longer playing football.
That was a different year, wasn't it? Flacco was 08.
No, Freeman and Flacco were in the same draft.
Interesting.
I don't think they were.
Hold on.
Were they?
Let me check that again.
If they were, Freeman was a late round pick.
Josh Freeman, right?
Yeah. Well, I said it was a few rounds ahead of us, but they got Flacco, and we ended up with Freeman.
Freeman was in the first round of 09. Flacco was in the first round of 08.
Oh, okay. Then it was a year off. Well, who the hell was it we got?
First round
we
picks
got
in 08
screwed in that
were,
draft with Freeman. I know that.
I know. I'm checking that right now. Hold on.
Who were the Stafford, obviously, but who was the other quarterback that year? Up near the top.
Good memory cells there, Alex.
It was Stafford.
Well, yeah, but you guys weren't getting Stafford.
No.
Yeah, because Freeman was at 17. So there was Stafford. There was Mark Sanchez.
Was Sanchez the other one you were thinking of?
No. Sanchez went 7, and then that was the only other quarterbacks taken.
Who was taken ahead of Freeman?
Ahead of Freeman, like just for any
it
other.
Might not even been Baltimore. It was somebody who was taken ahead of Freeman that I was pissed about.
I'm just looking to see if Baltimore picked that year. No. Okay, so the only other ones were of like real names.
Brian Cushing, Malcolm Jenkins, Brian Arakpo.
It was Cushing. It was Cushing. I was mad.
It was Houston.
I wanted Cushing so bad, man.
Yeah, Houston at 15 right before us then, yeah.
Yeah, 2 picks before.
Jeremy Macklin. Alex Mack was in that draft too. Percy Harvin.
Michael Orr, Vontae Davis, Clay Matthews.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Michael Davis.
Hakeem Nick. Oh, wow. The fact that he's still on the board.
Oh, man. And he fell to Minnesota.
Steal.
That is a steal.
Him and Darisaw. That's a hell of a start to one side of your offensive line.
Dude, hold on. I'm just looking at this 09 draft. How the hell do your Lions screw up drafting Patrick Chung?
Who did we take instead?
Louis Delmas with the 33rd pick.
At the time, Delmas was a better prospect.
Oh, and I see Western Michigan there too. Okay, that's this. Okay,
and Delmas was a good safety for us. He got some pretty major injuries right at the end of his rookie contract, and he couldn't play anymore. But he was a good safety for us.
He was the grandson of Willie Davis.
Oh, I didn't either.
Oh shit! Man, I love those old school tapes, like with the crackling and stuff. I love that. I really do. Like where you can't.
Delmas was another one of those right when our defense was really good.
Hey, LaShawn McCoy also was in that draft too. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's weird looking back at all these drafts.
Look at all
Jared
those players that are
Cook.
still in the league, and then look at the ones that aren't.
Yeah.
I'm actually that's what I'm doing right now because like third round, Jared Cook, Mike Wallace.
Is Brian Cushing out, or is he still? I think he was playing there last
Tennessee,
year.
I think. Yeah, Tennessee.
Yeah.
He was on a practice squad and then got brought up. See, DeAndre Levy was our third round pick for the Lions. That was a good draft for us.
Too many friggin' headbutts without a helmet.
Man, remember when the Texans actually had like a defense that actually was like intimidating with like Cushing and Watt and Wilford and
Cushing was a beast, man. I think he had too many concussions, man.
Yeah, there was too many concussions on Cushing.
You remember he went and headbutted that dude and split his face wide open and shit.
Yeah.
That's right.
Rams just traded with San Fran.
We're Freeman top car salesman in Boise now. Oh, your dad is amazing. There was someone told that infamous Josh Freeman story.
I know a few infamous Josh Freeman stories.
I
was around those clubs where he was hanging out.
Yeah. There was I'm trying to remember. I think it was Trevor Sickiam and someone else brought it up on a podcast because they lost one of the polls or something like that.
Josh Freeman straight up disrespected Rondé Barber and some of the older guys like Kevin House.
Wow.
And
why would
at that point right there, I was like, screw this kid.
Yeah.
Get him off my team.
And it's funny because I have a Josh Freeman jersey literally on the floor right there. So.
I had two of them. I sold one when I was done with him, and I just got it sold before they got rid of him, right? Like a week before, and the guy I sold it to, he was like, dude, man, come on.
That's just perfect timing on your part. Like fucking I'm done with this guy, and then
Kendrick Green, Illinois.
Oh. There's some guys I would have liked to have him, but
is that the Canadian?
Is that two offensive linemen in a row for the Steelers now?
Who'd they take?
Or did they go?
No, they got Freiermuth. They got Freiermuth last pick.
That's right. Yeah, Freiermuth.
Oh yeah,
the German tight end.
Well, you could consider that their guard.
Yeah.
I did just say it was an athletic offensive lineman at that point. So
I don't understand what's going on here. There's some good centers out there, and they haven't even looked at a center yet. How are you supposed to replace Pouncey, man?
I wonder if they're going to go a veteran guy. I don't know what veterans are still out there. Yeah, they can't go with who they've got now. Because you're gonna kill Ben Roethlisberger, you're gonna kill Najee Harris, like.
Hey Najee, just take the ball and run. But there's nobody blocking. Oh well, improvise.
It's tosses. Try and get outside faster than they can get to you.
Sorry, I was having an argument with the fans.
And this is against the Ravens and the Browns and stuff. Don't worry, their defense ain't all that.
Who the hell does San Francisco go?
Oh man,
San Francisco.
This could be Kenny Gainwell, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it's an offensive weapon for Trey Lance. I truly do.
That's what I mean. Like, you want to talk about an Antonio Gibson player coming in? I just want him picked by the end of tonight. I don't want to have to go and see where he's picked tomorrow.
Trey Sermon.
Oh,
you got down running back, right?
Oh,
that's a good pick for them.
I like that. Why is Trey Sermon still on the board?
That instantly puts him on. I am so glad. Oh my God, dude. Do you remember earlier?
He's up near the top of my board.
Do you remember earlier I was saying I tried to trade for a few players and people are going to be pissed that they didn't do it?
Yep.
Yeah, I tried to send a second rounder for Morstead and the guy laughed at me. I was laughing now. I'm taking Chase Sermon.
One guy in my first dynasty league I'm in offered me Mostert for like a couple picks or whatever, and I was like, let me wait till free agency and the draft are done, and I'll get back to you because they were picked next year.
Yeah.
No way in hell I'm doing that now.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, there's like there is still one trade that I'm pending in our league, like the North Sports Dynasty League, and it's a big one. And we're just waiting to see if everything falls. Like if one player is taken before number 3 on Friday, this trade falls through, and it's gonna piss me off.
Man, Sermon's one of my favorite overall halfbacks in this class.
Yes.
Like
And,
that. Oh my god, that's a
Where are you
great
going to put
pick.
him on your dynasty league?
That's
He was
okay.
great
So
with Nebraska, man.
here's the thing. Like earlier, we were just like the early version of the board without updating past Pat Fairmuth there.
Houston's picking?
Yeah.
They traded in?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, okay. I wasn't paying attention to that.
Without updating, obviously, the rest of them, without even putting like Tutu or anything in the top 10, right? Like we're talking way too early top 10 rankings right now, but Najee's still like number 1, Kyle Pitts 2, Travis Etienne 3, Jamar Chase 4, Jalen Waddle 5, Devontae Smith 6, Rashad
Are you
Bateman
considering
7.
what they're with the teams that they're with?
With the teams that they're with, yeah. Like if you were talking dynasty or fantasy, like who would you take first out of all the talent that's been taken off the board right now? Najee.
Yeah, I'm jumping on Trey Sermon on my fantasy league because he's
And that-
with
Trey
San Francisco.
Sermon might have climbed into my top 5.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. If this was before Trey Sermon comes in, Devontae Smith was 6, Rashad Bateman 7th. I had Trey Lance 8th, Javonte Williams 9th, and then Trevor Lawrence 10th, just based off of that kind of stuff. Now,
that was before. Like
Pat
we just had Elijah Moore and Rondale Moore. That was
Yeah.
before Fryermuth, Eskridge, Atwell.
and so this is all like again all updated, but like the only real like Tutu maybe could
Harris
have pushed.
Marshall to Carolina.
Yeah, well, they still do have 3 receivers there, so that's why I'd still be careful on that one. But they're
both in the last year of their deals, though.
That is true.
That's
That is
something
true.
to look at.
Trey Sermon does definitely drop right into the top 10. Like he's definitely above Bateman. I definitely want him above Devontae Smith right now.
I put him above ETN right now.
Where'd he go?
Jacksonville.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd put him above Etienne.
See,
Jacksonville's not going to be a joke.
Yeah.
Oh no, absolutely not.
This is okay. So this is the way that I have my board. And I don't have the thing on the tripod where I can move it, but Najee and Kyle are kind of like your 1-2. It seems like it right now in most drafts.
I'd argue maybe Jamar Chase too.
So yeah, Jamar Chase is kind of, so he falls into my next area where it's ATN to Devontae Smith. Bateman kind of include like he's in the 3rd tier, but could be in the 2nd tier, just like Jamar Chase is in the 2nd tier, but he could be in that 1st tier. That being said, the only thing that sucks, because I thought it was going to be Travis Etienne at number 2, but he went to a team that's already got a running back, and they said they're going to use him in the passing down. So that sucks there.
That's why I'm putting him above ATN.
And see, now with Trey Sermon, there's still Morstead there, and there's that Richard Wilson that ended up proving to be really serviceable at the end of the year as well.
Mostert can't stay healthy.
I also
He's
agree.
in and out way too much.
And that's that's why I thought like they're just going to say screw it, we're grabbing a running back. And I was hoping it was Kenny, but Trey makes so much sense here. And if we're playing a quick game, I do want Trey. I would take Trey over Devontae.
Trey Lance over Devontae?
I would take Trey Sermon over Devontae Smith.
Oh, Trey Sermon. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's when you start getting to like it's really difficult because I put him in that category now of the Travis Etienne, Jamar Chase, and Jalen Waddle. Like I mean, take Jamar Chase out of it. He's in that category of Jalen Waddle and Travis Etienne.
Yes, absolutely.
Nico Collins, Michigan, to the Texans.
I
don't know how I feel about that. I know Nico's okay, but I don't know.
They don't have a big body receiver.
Well, yeah, because they gave him away.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, you're right.
And then he's going to Houston.
I'm not happy with his route running.
No,
but he is just an outsider.
You're right.
Well, that was the caveat on Mike Evans there. Like everyone's like, he is the greatest prospect. He's just a
Yeah,
little
but he
slow in
proved
his.
them wrong a few times last
Oh,
year, showing those routes he can run.
Yep, and I think
I mean-
Nico Collins will do that too.
And Collins at the Super Bowl, or not the Super Bowl, the Senior Bowl was a much better route runner than he was at Michigan. I will.
Yeah,
give
but
him
I've
that.
seen him running those routes, and they weren't crisp. They weren't.
I mean, he is a very tall, lengthy guy too. So
Yeah.
Hey, tall
I was
guys
like,
can
his
run
main
routes
thing is
too.
on
Come
the
man.
outside and throw the
What's
ball
that?
up to him.
We can't throw the ball in a pocket, but we can sure run routes.
I mean, it's damn right. It's damn right.
Yeah.
And so going back to that though, like the Trey Sermon thing, because like anybody yesterday who was trying to make trades in any leagues who were like, well, it's not Najee 1 trade or it's not Najee 1 and Travis Etienne 2 anymore. It's Najee Harris 1 and Kyle Pitts or Jamar Chase right now, number 2. So now all these guys like me, I have in our league picked 3, 4, and 5. Now all of a sudden, like if I really want to do, like if Kyle is listening right now, he's probably like, yeah, whoever's got pick number 2, I'm trading with them. I'm not trading with Fulbert no more. Fuck this guy. But then for me, if you go and he takes, say, Kyle Pitts away from me, then all of a sudden I get Jamar Chase, Travis Etienne, and Trey Sermon, and all of a sudden I'm locked. Like I'm good. I'll go find a different tight end. Like I'll go. Oh shit. My TV decided to pause. Let me go.
Edge from Pittsburgh.
It has to
No,
go.
he's not going to run fast. He's tall.
Who's that?
Patrick Jones.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
6'4", man.
Yeah.
He's not going to be. He's. I see this guy every weekend.
Yeah.
Patrick Jones.
I was gonna say to me, he's a power rusher. He's not.
Yeah, he's never really just jumped off the page at me, man.
Yeah.
But we are also in the 3rd round. So this is where people are like, if they don't have
But
He reminds me of Nelson, dude. Actually,
Yeah.
but I think Nelson's got better footwork than he does.
this is where you can start getting those prospects where you think you can develop. Whereas like when you get to like the 5th, 6th, and 7th, it's like you get your Scotty Millers where he's got
You might
burn
be on the
speed.
roster, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Chris
something
Godwin.
where it's like, wow, like
Antonio Brown.
Yeah,
Was Godwin that late of a pick?
yeah,
Really?
It
Oh,
was 5th round.
yeah.
5th round.
wow.
Yeah. And then Tyler Johnson was our
Fourth round?
Was he 4th or 3rd?
No, Vaughn was our 3rd.
If Vaughn was
Okay.
your 3rd, yeah. So,
Yeah, so
I should forget about Vaughn because guess who's done better? Johnson.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, for sure. I like Tyler Johnson. I really do.
Matrix.
That catch was so good.
I loved Tyler Johnson when he was in college. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, whoever gets him is getting a really good prospect.
Same with the Minnesota.
This team is getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and people are
We
going
were talking about that earlier. Me and Andrew were.
Yeah, Cleveland, man. That's the thing. It's like Joe Burrow. Have fun anytime that you're playing the Cleveland Browns, because if you can't block Myles Garrett, or if
See what they're doing? They put Myles Garrett up there instead of bringing one of their old throwback. They bring a current guy.
Yeah.
He's like, let me get this crowd going.
Well, yeah. Who do they really have for good old guys besides Jim Brown?
Let me beat another Pittsburgh Steeler upside the head.
I was gonna say you should have brought that helmet out.
Yeah, he's just trying.
Anthony Schwartz, wide receiver. Yeah, they're going after the offense.
Okay. I mean, they don't have much in the way of holes to fill.
No, but now all of a sudden, if you do,
Schwartz is a good choice.
Yeah.
if you decide to start
The
getting,
Browns are in basically the Bucks position right now. They got a strong team. All these are luxury picks.
yeah, but they haven't proven anything just yet.
They need linebackers still.
Well, it's taken longer for them to prove because they've had to beat their way up through the black and blue division, dude.
And
I was like, look
agree.
at that division.
I agree. I mean, hey, look at what our division has produced in the last little bit. You've had, 2 Super Bowl
I think we're more of
appearances.
we were more
We
of
were,
a
yes.
finesse division, and the only team that because look, I said this in an article I wrote last year for Bucks Report. Okay,
Yeah.
the AFC North dominated the NFC South for so long, and the Saints started building their team to play against the Ravens and the Steelers and stuff because they were destroying them every time they'd go up there,
Oh yeah.
And they finally started getting improvement and they started winning some games against the Ravens and those guys because they built that style of team. And that's why they've been so hard for us to beat,
Yeah.
And now we're kind of doing the same thing. We've built that defense heavy,
Yep.
In the trenches type of team, and you see what it's gotten us.
Just giving a shout out to Bucks Report. Looking good tonight, gents. That's how we make sure that the shows grow on each end. I got them streaming right here. I had the Pat McAfee show going on the tablet last night, obviously. I do love the Pat McAfee show, and I'm going to state it right now as a Buccaneers fan. If there's a way that we can get him in there for like on the practice squad or kicking one damn game, I don't give a damn.
There's so many better linebackers.
This is a good.
To me, there's better linebackers.
He's good. He can be good. He needs to develop a little bit, but he has got promise, man.
Monte Rice?
Yeah, he's got promise. I was hoping.
Well, okay. Have you got your board with you? What linebackers are left on the board now?
There's still Jabril Cox and Dylan Moses.
Yeah,
that's what I'm going. That's where I'm saying, man. What?
Oh,
and look at the next 3 picks: Buffalo, Ravens, and Bucks. They're not going to be on the board much longer.
Ravens are probably. I bet you any money the Ravens are going to go for Cade Johnson because he's a little speedster that's still available that they would love to have. Let's see what we got here for. What were you looking for? You were looking for linebackers, right?
Yeah, you still got Moses. You still got Jabril Cox.
And the next 3 teams picking are defensive teams.
Yeah.
Baron Browning is still available. Justin Hilliard. That's where it would start to fall off, say, after. But, Jabril Cox is, how is he still there?
He was way up on my board.
Yeah, he was a
first rounder, man.
I had him beginning.
Dylan Moses was a first-round pick before the knee injury. How the hell is he still there?
I can understand Cox getting pushed down just because of the talent at need positions in the first round.
But with how many linebackers have gone already, he should have been one of them.
Yeah, I had him beginning second, mid second. That's kind of where I had him projected. So
I had him early second. Same with Moses. But obviously need and stuff pushed them down. So
we do have, there's only 13 or 14 picks left for the night.
Oh, and Andrew, I'm going to @ Jake Arians tomorrow.
13 more, Andrew.
Yeah.
Ragging me about that quarterback crap.
Yeah. See, and what's funny is the Loose Cannon, shout out to the Loose Cannons podcast for you guys getting to go to that event that they had. You guys got to live a dream that many Buccaneers fans wouldn't even get to. And what we donated to the cause, we tried to get a nice big billboard in New Orleans, and everybody in New Orleans would not fucking have it. And I can't blame them for it either. If I owned a city like that, I'd be like, there's no fucking way.
That just pisses me off at Tampa more because they still have that Yankees billboard out there on I-79 that pisses me off.
See, and that's what happens when a team. Sorry, 1 second here. That's what happens when a team needs to Tampa Bay Buccaneers were obviously not that great of a team for a little while back in the 70s and 80s and 90s. They had their runs like every team would and stuff like that. But to say that they were one of the top tier teams, obviously not really. Same thing with the Tampa Bay Rays. Very spotty and this, that, and everything else. Tampa Bay Lightning, were spotty, but actually kind of found a footing, after a while, which was really nice.
If it wasn't for the Rays, the rest of the league wouldn't have any players.
Yeah. And the thing is, I think a lot of other people took advantage of that. The Yankees obviously took advantage of Toronto as well. They were like, hey, you can come play in New York through this pandemic. It's there's no fucking way I'm playing in New York. Fuck you guys. Same with same with They did it to Boston at some point too with something, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but like they were just like they're assholes and they have money and they flaunt it and they knew they could do it to Tampa because Tampa was. What are you gonna do? You're gonna win a championship? Like ho ho ho! And it's like, dude, they got close last year. They got
Screw
close.
you, Yankees. We're going to move to Canada.
See, and it's funny because like all these name changes and everybody's all pissed off and this, that, and everything else, and blah 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 blah. And Edmonton football team, Washington football team, we won't get.
Oh, you know what's going to be a big news? Articles out. I hope you got your writing hands ready because on Monday,
yeah,
we all get to start writing about number changes.
Oh yeah. But you ever think that
Spencer Brown tackle?
Nice. That's a good one. One.
Yeah.
No one's
That's a
ever
big
gonna
guy,
ask,
man. 6'8".
Is. That's that 6'9".
311 pounds.
That's the 6'9". There he is. We're never gonna ask the New York Yankees to change their name. Obviously, they have too much money. They'll throw everything at it. The Vancouver Canucks, they're never gonna change their name either. So my thing that I've always said is, where is the stop? Where's the end?
I don't care if the Yankees change their name because I like hating them.
Yeah,
I just keep something up there that disgusts me. I don't care. Go for it, buddy.
I dislike the Yankees and I dislike the Red Sox with a passion. I'm a Cardinals fan till the day I die, and I do like the Blue Jays. Like when it comes to being Canadian, and Alex knows how I think. Like I am an Oklahoma City Thunder fan, and I will have an existential crisis when the Supersonics decide to come back, and I have to sit there and figure out if I am a Thunder fan or if I'm still Seattle deep down. But I will always cheer for the Raptors as well. And basketball, like the Hornets will always get a little bit of respect for me too, just because I've always cared for the shitty teams. You know what I mean? And then
I haven't cared about basketball since the Bird and Magic rivalry ended. That was the greatest era of basketball for me. I loved it. Go out there and break somebody's ribs, and they watch them still play with broken ribs. No flopping. Come on, man. Bird. Can you imagine Bird flopping? The guy was laying on a bench with a busted spine and going out there and just throwing them up. Boom, 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 boom.
I always put Bird in my 5. Like when people talk about like what would be your starting 5 for basketball and stuff like that, everyone like, oh shit. Like when I put mine in, I say Bird in there. They're like, shit, I forgot about Larry Bird. And I'm like, you can't forget about Larry Bird, man.
No way, man. Those Magic and Bird battles were awesome, man.
Those battles, and then he basically he was another reason why Michael became Michael. You know what I mean? Like he
egged Michael into that, man.
Yep.
They beat him. So what was it? Three times in a row, and he's
3 times in a row.
And then come on, step up, guys, step up, dude. And Michael's like, all right, I gotta step this shit up.
And there was that infamous series, I think in 87 or 88, when Boston was stacked, but like you faced Chicago and young Michael with nobody in the first round, and Michael did a damn good job. Obviously,
was that the game he put up 100 points?
Or
78 points, something like that. It was a ridiculous number.
Yeah, 72, I think it is.
Yeah.
72.
Yeah, it was a big game against them. It was a good game.
I just loved it when Boston was playing Atlanta, and everybody on the bench just sat down and said, "Oh, this is Bird. I got to watch this guy."
Yep.
You're on the opposing team, man. Shut the fuck up.
All right, I'll be right back, guys. Give me 2
Raven
seconds.
select somebody after he's done talking.
He's bragging about their last Super Bowl and everything because he was on it. He's got to be. Man, I have no idea who the fuck my Lions are going. I thought I had an idea, and then it's just gone out the window. Maybe, hopefully, one of these linebackers falls to us, and we go there.
In Cleveland. Oh, man, I think that was a joke. I think that was a joke pick by the Ravens, dude.
It might have been. Same like Dallas Goedert to the Eagles in Dallas.
Right?
That's a good pick, though, honestly.
Yeah, it is. He's a big boy, too.
Yeah. See, where we were seeing, like, Kendrick Green and those guys go, I had him higher. Ben Cleveland was up right near my top 5 or 6 with interior offensive linemen. I like him a lot.
Right.
I didn't like that play they showed on tape, so we didn't really do anything.
He only allowed 1 sack in his career, dude.
Yeah, and that's in the SEC. Like,
Highest graded pass blocking guard at SEC in 2020.
yeah, like that's a really good pick for Baltimore.
Buccaneers pick is in, and North Sports Dynasty has disappeared.
Yeah. Oh,
There it is.
of course.
Right here.
Surprise.
I'm right here. Sorry. I was dying. And I had food brought to me.
It's got to be one of those linebackers, right?
I would hope with Cox or somebody, man. Here we go.
Listen. Kenny Gainwell and Chuba Hubbard are going to look amazing right here.
Here it is. Well, we got a tackle. Can he play center? He's kind of tall. Well, he's 6'4". He could play center.
Oh, shit.
That's a hell of a pick.
Senior Bowl.
Fuck yeah. Captain.
Yeah, I do remember him from the Senior Bowl. So yeah.
Hells yeah. That's a good pick.
Well, and again, like we were saying earlier when it came to, who was it? Aaron Banks. It's a starting offensive lineman from Notre Dame. Like, that in itself. Oh, what's going on?
Oh yeah, he's got good feet too.
Yeah, really good feet.
I was just so focused on center. I've never heard of this guy even playing at his center position. So
no,
but he's not over. See, you don't want a real tall lineman for center because they have to bend over so far.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Remember, Johnny, you were saying before, like, we don't need to take an offensive lineman in the first round because we will get like Stinney and all that kind of stuff, and those are the kind of guys you want. This Robert Hainsey guy fits that bill right away.
Yeah, he does.
That's a Stinney. That's a backup to put in there to give Kappa and Marpet and all those guys some break.
Well, he's this is a tackle, so they might be thinking back up to Donovan Smith too.
Oh,
I think he's probably gonna slide into guard. I think
he might, but
he looks like he can play. He looks like he might be like a C+ rated player that can play all 4 positions too.
I think truly he can. Like, I think his feet look awesome.
He really needs to be, because if he's gonna find a spot on the Bucs, he's gonna have to be able to be versatile enough to step in like that.
Absolutely.
I think that's why they grabbed him, because like he could have easily been a 4th or 5th round guy as well, and I think that's why. Like,
and if they passed up on Cox too over a tackle,
something's got to be up.
One of those linebackers to be there for us at 101.
I bet you this is the Cox picks right here, because like there's got to be something in the. Like,
I'm kind of comfortable because we still got Mentor back behind David anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And Mentor can step in and start a game if he wants to, you know?
Man, if this is Cox, can we get Moses in Detroit then? I like Moses. I like that thumper, like that aggressive, heavy hitter kind of guy. Especially with what we're trying to build there.
Chargers, Denver, Dallas, Tennessee, Detroit, San Francisco, Raiders. Baltimore gets another pick.
Yeah, it's a compensatory pick. I don't know who they lost, but
so they got 3 picks in this round.
Yeah. Did they have 3?
Isn't it because of the Ngakwe situation?
No, because that would be a pick for next year.
Yeah.
This free agency counts for next year.
Yeah, because they've already picked twice, and now they got another one up there.
Oh, yeah, because they picked in the 2nd round.
Well, did they? I think all their picks have been coming in the 3rd round, man.
1, 2. Who was their other one? So they got Ben Cleveland. Who was their other pick today? I don't think. No,
I didn't write any of these down, so I don't know.
I know their 2nd round pick went to Kansas City.
Right.
Yep.
I'm sitting here trying to rewind it.
I think they traded a couple of times tonight.
Yeah, but they made a pick earlier.
They picked Ben Cleveland, but I don't see any other
in the second round there. Yeah.
Did they?
That's a good question. Hold on.
I don't see it on my board here, unless I'm wrong.
I'll rewind the show. No, I'm not going to rewind it that far.
Yeah, I was like, that's a long way to go
Yeah,
back.
I was just thinking, oh man, I'll be here till tomorrow looking for it.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, so it's just the Jason Owe, Rashad Bateman, and Ben Cleveland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jason.
Oh, that was the end of the first round.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the one that Kevin, our old friend, another guy that's in our league there, messaged me about. He's like, "What do you and Alex think about him?" He's like,
Owe?
"Yeah, he's
Owe?
like,
I love that pick."
Yeah, I told him, I was like, listen, if he was falling there to the Bucks, I'm pretty sure the Bucks were going to take him too. So
I wonder who the Patriots go here.
I bet you it's Cox.
Do they though? Because they got Hightower in them back.
Hey.
I mean, they could go receiver here. They've got bigger needs than linebacker.
We're talking about the Patriots. You know, Bill Belichick doesn't like to bring receivers in. That's why Brady didn't want to be there no more.
Yeah.
I mean, Cade Johnson would be a smart pick here, though, for them. Like, that would be, I'm not going to lie. Like, he'd be your burner guy that you could really use there.
Last year, you know what? Nobody's champion, so shut up.
Yeah, you guys have had to pay for your team to get back to this relevance, so shut up.
Well, we always pay for our team.
Ronnie Perkins, that's a good pick.
Oh, he was still there,
Edge
too.
rusher.
Man.
Yeah, I forgot that he was still there.
Just
Man,
more
Bill Belichick's
power.
trying to tell the division a thing or two here.
Yeah, I'm
You
coming
get these
for
nice young quarterbacks, guess what I'm going to do to them?
Well, especially Tua with that below-average offensive line in Miami.
Oh,
See, I think he basically, with the amount of pressure that there's going to be now on that front, like Miami's got to do more to their offensive line in order to be able to
Patriots
compete.
have to do more to their offensive line also.
Agreed. But I think like if we're looking at Buffalo probably taking the division because their offensive line is good enough to, hold up against this Patriot onslaught.
Yeah.
But the Dolphins line right now is not.
When it comes to New England, I disagree with that offensive line thing. I think they're fine the way they are. You've got, as long as what's the kid from Georgia?
Really? Did you see the defenses that are being built in that division?
Yeah, but look, they have a good offensive line as it is. Like
Isaiah
Trent Brown,
Wynn?
yeah, Isaiah Wynn. If he's healthy, he's a good left tackle.
Yeah.
You replace the one that went to the Chiefs. You replace him with Michael Onwenu, the guard from last year, who played well when he had to step in. You still have David Andrews as your center. You have
Rich is getting richer here, Chargers.
Sorry?
I said Chargers. The rich are fixing to get richer.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, no, I think New England as it is, their offensive line's good.
A couple more, like maybe get one more piece, and they are pretty back to what they might have been before.
Trey McKitty. Yeah. I was wondering where the kitty cat was going to go.
That's a good pick.
It is.
And they got their tight end.
Yeah, this guy can learn under. Why am I so bad with names all of a sudden?
I've been that way all night, man. Last night burnt me out.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Jared Cook. He can learn under Jared Cook for a year and then take over next year.
Chargers tight end, smart. Okay.
Yeah, please don't say he's Antonio Gates.
Oh,
don't go there.
No. He's
You
Hunter
stay
Henry.
far away from that. If you want to go Hunter Henry, you could say that, but Antonio Gates, no. There are very few people the caliber of Antonio Gates.
Man, when we got Vincent Jackson, I was wanting Antonio Gates with him so
Oh
bad.
my
That
god.
would have been great.
That would have been one. Oh my gosh.
They were such a great combo together.
Yep.
And we just never we had K2. Remember, we had, I don't like to even say his name anymore, but K2 at the time. And I guess they thought that they could pair K2 with Vincent Jackson the same way, and that just never worked. Kellen Winslow Jr. does not have his daddy's stamina.
No, sir. Just like I don't think Michael Pittman Jr. has got the stamina like his daddy, Michael Pittman Sr. did.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know that he's a bodybuilder, right?
Oh, yeah.
Who do the Broncos go here?
Another running back.
They go get Michael Carter to pair with Javonte Williams.
What do they really need?
They don't really need anything except Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Linebacker, maybe.
No, they're pretty decent there. Alexander Johnson's a good middle linebacker.
They should have got. Where did Teddy Bridgewater go?
Denver.
To Denver.
I was about to say they should just get Teddy Bridgewater, let him go out there and manage the game. Maybe that's what they're thinking.
Yeah, I don't know what they do here. It's one of those loaded rosters where it's like, what do you do?
Oh, you jerks. Now they really got rich. Quinn Miners.
Oh! Well, we know how you feel about this pick.
And that line just keeps getting better and better.
Don't they, man?
That whole division, like the Raiders line is still the worst, but like that whole division
Hello,
has got
Kansas City?
Yeah.
Knock, knock.
Yeah.
Like all four of those quarterbacks in that division are gonna have time to produce, man. Like holy shit. Look at that belly on that boy.
I
Damn.
love the gut out. Yeah, that's awesome.
I love old linemen when they do that.
Yeah, he's got that Marpet attitude too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's nasty.
Yeah, Broncos got a steal there.
Yeah. Talent-wise, for interior offensive lineman, he's one of the better ones.
Yeah,
Like,
he
he
plays
really is.
every position well. It's not just I can play over here. I can play top of my game over here,
Yeah.
or over here. You know what I mean?
Same with he's Slater, but a D3 player. Like
They also
Hey, the bench pressing, when he did his bench presses, he had a broken hand.
Jesus.
God damn.
See, okay, my thing is too, they
I love that.
they also took another offensive lineman a couple of years ago that was kind of like this guy. It was like Division 3, but like definitely was going to be like a second rounder, maybe late first. And they took him like either in the late like teens or early 20s. And he's still there too. And
I'm trying to think who, because I know like the last couple of young guys they've gotten, they got Garrett Bowles and they just paid him.
maybe that's who it was.
He was like a lower tier Div 1, but
Maybe that's what it was then. Yeah.
because the other one was Lloyd Cushenberry last year, but he was LSU.
LSU center.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about now. I'm just sitting here watching my dreams of watching Vita Vey and Quinn Miners competing against each other in
Man,
practice.
that would be so fun.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, see, that's the one thing about having Alex on the show is my one very, very weak spot was offensive linemen. And once me and him started talking more, I started realizing I'm like, you know what? Like the Buccaneers offensive line isn't necessarily that bad.
Yeah.
We just don't have great tackles. Yeah. I was like, we just don't have the greatest tackles of all
We
time.
didn't have great development. We had a staff that beforehand that did not believe it. They openly said they don't develop players. If you can't step in there and play the game, then we don't want you.
Yeah.
Dirk Cotter was an idiot, dude. He's
Dirk
a
Cotter
pure
was
idiot.
Okay. I still can't believe why. Here's the Kappa pick. I call the 99 pick. It's the Kappa pick.
Nashawn Wright.
It's another good corner.
Look at his helmet, dude.
Interesting.
It almost looks like a Buccaneer helmet. I'm just saying.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
does, yeah. Ooh, how many more picks have we got here? So 1, 2, 3.
6.
We got 6 more. 2 more until your Lions pick again.
His overall
Man,
weight.
Those 2 linebackers are still sitting there.
Yep.
What is going on, man?
Okay, quick question there, Alex.
What's up?
So after Trey Sermon, we had Nico Collins, right?
Yep.
For like say Dynasty,
Anthony Schwartz,
and then
as
Anthony
well.
Schwartz,
and then Trey McKitty.
and then that's been it so far.
Yeah.
Okay. Just double checking.
So how many dynasty players have you gotten so far? We're basically saying how many weapons have gone off the board.
Yeah.
Well,
so
today, 1, 2.
Yeah, with Dynasty, basically what we're just saying is like all the offensive talent that like when it comes to this rookie draft, because in Dynasty, Dynasty, keep the players and all that kind of stuff. So the rookie draft is coming up. Like ours is on Friday night. That's when everyone will be done work, and we'll start it up and we'll get them all going. But then it's basically picking from this squad of rookies and stuff like that. And
Today there's been 20 Dynasty players.
20? Really?
Yeah. Well, that's all wide receivers, all running backs, all
Out of
tight ends, all
64
quarterbacks.
picks. So a third.
Yeah.
30.
There's been a lot of linemen.
Are you talking quarterbacks too?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, and tight ends?
Yeah. Did I miss a couple?
I was going to say, there's 31.
Oh, I was just talking today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I got you.
I didn't have
31 out of 60, whatever is that still?
31 out of 99.
Yeah, 31 out of
99,
99, yeah. 20 today.
Which you're
That's
still
not bad.
sitting like a third.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Now,
That's better.
the one that I run, we do individual defensive players as well. So realistically,
So
you
2/3
could have,
of trenches and defense, right?
yeah.
Except for all of those kickers that got drafted. Oh, wait.
None yet. No, that whole. You would always hope that's the 5th, 6th, 7th round.
You got kickers in Dynasty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually, and see, that's the funny thing. We actually we put, because this was the first year we did like a full Dynasty set. So we did it, more like a standard set. We did a couple different things here and there.
So who got Tucker?
Our buddy Kevin for sure.
Yeah, he's a Ravens guy, so he scooped up as many of those guys as he could.
Yeah, he went like a round or two early and scooped up like as many Ravens as he could. We're like, all right, go ahead. That's fine
That's
with me.
not fantasy smart, but getting Tucker is fantasy smart.
I mean,
Getting Ravens linebackers and stuff, or running back, sorry, is smart, but
he did get into the playoffs. Like he does know what he's doing, like respectively, but he will take like instead of like for example, instead of getting Melvin Gordon or Moore from Carolina, like around those things, he'd be like, yeah, screw it, I'll go get my kicker now.
It's hard to take Ravens running backs, man, because you never know who's going to get the ball. They do their running backs like the Bucs do their wide receivers, man. You never know who's going to carry that ball from one game to the next. Their rookie had a great second half of the season last year, but the first half of the season he was non-existent.
Yep, you're absolutely right.
And that was most of those running backs too that came in last year because
Swift didn't hit his stride until week 5 or 6.
Yeah, because I was the idiot that in one league there, in the one because I'm in 3 dynasty leagues. So there's our league here. There's the one that he just set up with the individual defensive players, and then there's this one I do that's a little bit more money and stuff like that with another group. In that one, I had
Detroit's pick.
Oh,
after Tennessee here.
Tennessee's. I ended up picking up Jonathan Taylor, DeAndre Swift, and somebody else, one of those other top rookies. And I traded all 3 of them to get like an actual team, and I ruined that.
I like that pick.
That's such.
I like all the Washington guys, man.
How the hell does this guy fall here?
Dude, I forgot he.
Wait a minute, how many quarterbacks are ahead of him or on the draft still?
See, this guy was also projected to be a safety. So
yeah, they said safety /corner here.
Yeah. Fucking hell, Tennessee. I hate you guys.
He's a guy that's not afraid to go up and tackle. I really like that.
No, he's like a Winfield. Like I see a lot of Winfield in him. And I am so happy we got Winfield.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right. So who do you think for your Lions here? Who are you hoping?
I'm hoping one of those two linebackers. That or one of the receivers that's still on the board.
Okay, so Cade Johnson would be the best one.
Jabril Cox. To me, I want Jabril Cox or I want Dylan Moses. Those are my two that I want. One of those two.
Ooh. Okay, here's a couple of names I'm gonna throw at you here.
Okay.
For wide receivers.
Yep.
Still available. There is where'd he go? Okay, so Cornell Powell from Clemson.
Yeah. I know Amon-Ra St. Brown's still there.
Yeah,
They're quick as hell right now.
And that would be Tylon Wallace would be another good one.
I like Tylon Wallace.
Tylon Wallace would be good.
Melifano, cornerback.
Oh,
That's okay. I'm okay with that.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I'm glad you guys went defense at least.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Okay, him and Okuda, I'm excited for that.
Yeah. That's some good development right there, dude. 4.48 40 205. Look at this tape.
6'2.5".
Athleticism is a
corner.
99, dude.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, this guy was by far Syracuse's like number one problem on defense for
Yeah,
sure.
he's good on man. He can play zone.
He's really good in press coverage. That's what I like.
Yep.
Yeah, he looks good, dude. That's right. Dan Campbell's like, yeah, that's right. We're going to bite mother.
Yeah, I like that pick right there.
Buy some fucking kneecaps. That's a good pick.
Alex got me rooting for the Lions, man.
Yeah, see, it's funny because
you guys, I'm old enough. I was at those rivalry games, dude, when we were in the Central Division. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How Barry Sanders got his whole entire highlight reel.
I'm excited with what they're building. Oh, man.
Okay, now go Kenny Gainwell here.
Man, you're telling me there's a chance that in the 4th round you can get Jabril Cox or Dylan Moses?
Or Kenny Gainwell or Demetric Felton.
Well,
this almost scares me right here with San Francisco's pick.
Yeah. I'm talking for my Lions. They need defense.
Oh, yeah.
I don't need them to get any stronger at all.
No.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, no. San Francisco is coming. Got 4 more picks.
3 corners in a row.
Ambry Thomas.
Wow, that's high for him, I think.
I do too. I don't understand why they need a linebacker, dude. Why are they going? I don't get it. I would have went safety if I'd have been down.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. I mean, they did lose almost all of their corners, so.
Well, if that was your choice at cornerback, though, I would have went safety because there's a better safety on the board than that.
Yeah, there is.
I mean, yeah, I'm glad my Michigan guy got taken, but I thought like 5th round for him.
Yeah, it's always good to see.
Late 5th.
It's always good to see when your players' team.
4 pass breakups and 3 interceptions in 2019 when he played the full season. That's.
Now he wasn't their
tackling machine. He can tackle, but
he was used more for that. Like he wasn't their top corners that year, or one of their top corners that year, which shocks me even more that he was picked there. He's a really good, and this is why I thought 5th, 6th round. He's really good in like the return game and like athletically, that kind of stuff. The coverage to me still needed work. That's why I thought.
The 5th round was where you get your special teams guy and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe they thought there was such a big drop off coming. Like,
and I mean that is 4 corners in a row. Like that.
Yeah.
There's a run starting. So Maybe.
So yeah, maybe it is a bit of a reach, but they know that you're starting to get to those rounds where you can start reaching
That's
on
your whole secondaries week. If your whole secondaries weak, then you can go to safety, man. Or a nickel corner. He's not a nickel corner. He's an outside corner.
Who do they have for safeties?
Not really anybody.
Jaquiski Tart and is it Eric Reed or one of the Reeds?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
They're
maybe
they're starting caliber safeties, but you could have gone better. Like,
yeah, you could.
Right.
There was better options there. Yeah, trade back in and get one of those linebackers, please.
If I'm upset about the 49ers pick, imagine what their fans are like.
Yeah, no doubt, eh? Though if we're playing like me and you are gonna laugh, Johnny, like, oh, we're not, but if we got to play the 49ers to go to like the Super Bowl in like 2 years and that corner ends up making a key interception at the end of the game,
man.
me and you are gonna come back and come to this clip and be like, I fucking hate this kid. This no-name Michigan kid, fuck that guy.
If I can remember his name that long.
Yeah, no doubt, right? No, but me and you will just remember Tampa versus San Francisco, and if any corner on San Francisco makes a pick, we're gonna be like, "Yeah, fuck,
I'll
is
be
that
looking
him?
it up. Oh yeah, that's
him?
the guy.
Yeah, see if it's that guy. Yeah.
Like, you son of a bitch." Oh,
It's like
dude.
last night, Jamin Davis took so long to come off the board. I was like, "What the hell's going on here?"
Yeah.
103, 104, 105. Man, the Jets could get Chuba at like 107. Or Kenny Gainwell at 1. Oh my God. Kenny Gainwell.
Give Jacob something to smile about.
Dude,
Atlanta
if
could use that running back.
Jacob would cry. He would be like, "Oh my God, I got everything I wanted. And one of my
We're
new
going to win
podcast
10
friends."
games now.
Whoa. Let's start at like 6. Okay.
He's still saying 9 and whatever it is now. 9 wins.
9 and
this year.
8?
He says 9 and 8. That's funny. Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to him. We're
9, 1 and 7. That's what I'm giving him.
Well, I was like, you're probably losing. I hate to say it, but you're probably losing at least 4 divisional games.
Yeah, he sees his improvement, but he's not seeing the improvement around him and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how Bucks fans are too, and everybody else.
And you know what? But that's the thing is, like, one thing about us, like, especially me, like when I first came into Bucks Report, just even as like a fan and stuff like that, I came in being like, guys, like, this is a team that if we just had, and it was, I got a lot of people being like, Winston this, Winston that, but it was like, if you get Winston out of here and you bring in a replacement that actually has, sheriffed a team before, whether it's Brady or fucking Derek Carr at this point, I don't care. Just get us someone who can run an offense, and I think we'll be okay. Then all of a sudden you get the greatest of all time, and they took a team that didn't make the playoffs for how long, straight to the Super Bowl.
Went from 7-9 to the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I'm scared of this Rams team as well.
They've been right there on the cusp.
Well, and Stafford's a big improvement over Goff.
Yes.
I think people are really going to see what.
There's a linebacker, Ernest Jones,
But not one
linebacker,
of the
South
dudes.
Carolina.
Man,
And I didn't know he was still on the board either.
what's going
He's
on with
fast.
those other two, though?
That's a very
He's
good
fast.
question.
He's a good sideline to sideline linebacker, man.
There's the sound of Edmonton, I know.
Yeah.
See
And
how
I mean,
quick
I'm
he got
okay
in
with
that?
I'm okay with it because like those two are still sliding down. I got more chances to get them. But
And I see Detroit.
what is going on?
4.
Yeah, we got 6th pick tomorrow.
Yeah, just so all
Look
of
at
our
the speed
fans.
he's got there. Did you see that closing speed he's got?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's like
Holy.
my questioning here wasn't him. It's why those other two are still there.
Yeah.
Like all 3 of these guys should have been way higher.
That
I didn't
Ernest
know he was still on the board, or I'd been pounding on his rock.
Dude, that Ernest Jones, like, if just look at his like quick tape there, the best case scenario for him to get the best production out of him would have been falling to the Rams too, man. Like, damn.
At 6'1" with his speed, he's a baby Ray Lewis, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ray Lewis, the Ravens are on the clock.
They are.
That's ironic.
That's how we call in radio a good transition. I bet there's a better word.
Segue.
Segue. There we go.
Who the hell are the Raiders?
Well, there's the chicken dance. Speaking of Ray Lewis, she comes out there doing the chicken dance.
Telling her to get out of the way.
Can you get back on your fucking chair, please, so the commissioner can get up there? That's why they would never pick me.
Brandon Stevens, I don't know anything about this kid.
That's
I have no idea who that is.
He's okay. So he was
another corner though.
10 pass breakups, interception, led team in PBUs.
He was a corner that I had actually seen a few that he was starting to rise. Like he was like a 6th or 7th rounder that was starting to look like a 4th or 5th on a few people's boards. Also, like they're showing on here on the tape as well. Like this kid all of a sudden can do like everything. Like this is like an Isaiah Wilson, but more of like a weapon. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, this kid is exactly what Lamar Jackson would want because, you know, like he's going to play more than likely. Yeah, they got him as cornerback there, right? Yeah. So he's going to play defense, but he has the ability to come in on special teams and be kick ass. And he's got this ability to be a nice shutdown corner and stuff like that. Just,
yeah, they call him DB so that they can, you know, it's generalization so they can put him anywhere.
Yeah. And then Denver again.
Nope, he looks like a guy they'll probably have in a nickel for a while.
Yeah. I mean, sure as hell isn't going to play outside when you've got Marlon Humphrey and Marcus Peters there. So if he's going to play anywhere, it's going to be in that nickel, like, slot corner.
Yep.
Give me Kenny Gainwell.
Another running back.
Trey Sermon and Kenny Gainwell. That's going to make Aaron
Javonte Williams.
Baron Browning. Oh, man.
There's
there's another one I didn't know was still out there.
There's the one.
Wow, yeah, that's another good one.
That's where, like I said, it should have been falling off once Browning started coming up. So,
yeah, you're going to see it.
6'2", 245 with a 4.55 40.
That's it for tonight, right?
Yeah,
that's the last pick.
And like I said to all of our fans, we are not going to be covering 4, 5, 6, and 7 tomorrow. This has been a nice combination.
Oh, no.
So 3.5 and 3.5 would equal 7.
You might have to cover until Jabril Cox goes off at least, man.
Hell no.
I'll be on my phone. I'll be on Twitter or something. Twitter or Facebook or something.
What are you going to do if he goes down to Mr. Irrelevant?
That would be funny, actually.
I swear to God,
he'd be a free agent, and he wouldn't even get picked up by the Bucks or the Lions. He'd get picked up by like freaking.
Well, we have
Bengals.
Mr. Irrelevant this year. That's why I said that. It would be.
Oh,
hilarious.
that's right.
I'd
Unless
lose
we
my
traded.
shit. I'd lose my shit.
Yeah, right.
We don't even have to try to draft them; they just come to us.
Yeah, for real.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that has basically concluded not only the draft, but our show for tonight. 3 hours and 42 minutes in. Before we do leave, let me get a quick update on the money picks for tonight. Oh, my money did go up. So that means
Before you start that, let me get out of here, bud.
All
I had
right.
a lot of fun with you guys. Alex, pleasure to be up here with you, man.
Yeah, nice to meet
I
you.
don't know so much about Andrew, but Alex, great job, dude.
Yeah, thank you again
too,
for
man.
tuning in,
Appreciate
Johnny.
it.
We'll talk to you again soon. I'll probably see you Saturday or Sunday.
All right, bud. Later on, guys.
See ya.
All right. So then it's
I like
just
him a
us
lot.
again. Let me see here. Okay, so San Jose Sharks was a loss. That's okay. -2. Oops. I screwed that up. I go L. And then -2. Boom, boom. And this, we'll go here. We'll go win. There we go. So we got one win, which was a plus $4.10, which equals out to plus 210. And then what was that? Another win I saw. Portland Trail Blazers beat Brooklyn.
Yeah, that must have been a good game.
That must have been. Looked like it was a high scoring game. I don't have the actual.
Oh, I'd imagine. So there's like no defense on either team.
Yeah, because Durant wasn't playing either. So.
Oh, yeah, then good choice taking Portland for sure.
Yep.
I was like, how are they the favorite in that? But
So
that makes more sense.
So before the night ends, we are 2-1 on picks for tonight, with still 4 other games about to close out. This has been rounds 1 and 2, or sorry, yeah, technically rounds 1 and 2
2 and
and
3.
3. Today
Yeah.
was 2 and 3, a little bit longer, but we have covered them all. And tomorrow we will not be live, but we will update if any of our favorite players do end up dropping to any of the teams that we want. Like as soon as Kenny Gainwell is drafted, I'm going to be posting it everywhere. Chuba. Yes. Thank you for the reminder
The
on
Canadians,
Chuba.
yeah.
Yeah. Once the Canadians start getting drafted, and congratulations to all of them that got drafted tonight. We're so
Yes,
proud of
absolutely.
you. This has been a very long edition
Yeah.
of North Sports Dynasty. Thank you to all of our fans. Thank you for Johnny for stopping in.
Yeah.
Thank
For
you
real.
to you as well, Alex. This is now technically episode, I think, 7.
Is it? No, it's going to be 8 or 9.
No, this is technically 7. I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure it's 7. Because if we can count, yesterday would have been 6, I'm pretty sure.
No.
No?
Yesterday would have been at least 7.
Okay, double check that one for me.
Yeah.
Because then I'm also going to double check and see how everything else is doing on the picks. LA and Anaheim. I got Anaheim winning. They're currently winning right now. Okay, yeah, they are. I thought that was an 8 and was like, oh my goodness gracious. Utah and Phoenix over 220. That's looking pretty juicy right now. And then we'll go to our baseball picks while Alex looks up how many episodes we've done. And Los Angeles and Seattle. Oh, it's the Angels. My apologies. I have not seen the San Francisco, San Diego. Oh, it's right there. And then Dodgers and Milwaukee. I'll have to double check on that one.
Yeah, this is 8.
Is it 8?
Yeah, 3.0s were episode 6.
Okay. And I'll have to double check. What is the score? Hold on. So, LA Dodgers versus
Milwaukee. That should be a good game, too.
LA Dodgers versus Milwaukee. Score. Milwaukee won.
Who did you have on that one?
I had the Dodgers. Milwaukee won, but that's okay. The other two are looking pretty promising, so we'll take the L here.
Did you get the over for Utah Phoenix?
It's not official yet, but in the third, let me go back to that game here. In the third,
Oh, yeah, I guess that is a West Coast game.
yeah, sorry, just started into the fourth, 96-72. So
I don't think you're going to hit it. You need 60 points.
It'll be close. The over live bet right now is 225.5. So it's close. It's going to be close.
Oh,
It'll be close. Anaheim will probably get the win, hopefully. And then San Francisco and San Diego are tied. So that might be an L, but who knows? Hopefully. We'll see what happens. Anyways, this has been almost 2 hours. Or 4 hours.
yeah, I was going to say 2 hours is a long time ago.
Right? So thank you to all the fans for stopping in. We are your hosts of North Sports Dynasty, and we will be back next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend, for some updates on this draft spectacular. We'll talk about the 4th and 5th and 6th and 7th round picks, and we will also talk about the draft that our Dynasty League will be having and who took what went where, trades that happened, and all of the fallouts from the draft era of 2021. Thank you all again. I am Andrew Faubert. That is Alex Loosemore. You can find him at
Loosemore65.
And you can follow me at Andrew_Faubert. We're also on the Locker Room app, which is a new audio app that you guys can download. And you can see, or not see, but you can hear us talking about everything that we basically talk here, but on a little bit more of an open platform, and we can get to some other people. Follow us on Twitter and subscribe to us on YouTube, and follow us on Facebook. Like us, subscribe to us all over every social media platform. Thank you again, everybody. Have yourselves a great night. Ciao, ciao for now.